weekend, you ready for game time? Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Happy Saturday night. Welcome back in. Thanks all for joining in tonight here on the channel once again. It's the Boston Celtics back in action. Game number 2 of their second night in a row on night number 2 of a back-to-back. The Celtics tonight hosting the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks with a record of 21-19. They're 10-12 on the road currently. In 7th place in the Eastern Conference. Atlanta's won 2 straight games. Celtics looking to make it 2 in a row tonight, 29-12, searching for their 30th victory this season. They're 15-7 on their home court. Number 2 in the Eastern Conference, coming off a great win yesterday over the Magic in bounce-back fashion, 121-94. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Happy Saturday night, everybody. And a much, much better Celtics win last night, playing with Celtics pride, Celtics passion, intensity, effort, physicality, and they just really ramped it up. The defense was excellent last night. It looked like a team that could win the championship for the second straight season in a row for Boston. Just solid contributions from everyone right down the lineup. Jason Tatum coming into this matchup questionable. He is good to go, though. He is available. Kristaps Porzingis and Al Horford both out tonight for this game. So that means that Luke Kornet will get the start for this game for Kornet at the 5 spot tonight. It's the 4th start this season for Luke Kornet. And when Luke Kornet starts, the Celtics are a perfect 3-0 this season with Luke Kornet. Jason Tatum's coming off a 30-point game last night against the Magic, drilling 4 threes on 12 for 21 shooting. Kristaps Porzingis, 23 points he had yesterday. Going to need other players to step up. KP's been awesome recently for him offensively. Jaylen Brown finished with 20. A lot of those points coming in the second half for JB. And he had a huge game last time he took on the Hawks. He scored 37 points in 36 minutes for Jaylen Brown. The last game he took on Atlanta. Derek White, much better game for him. He drilled 2 threes. He scored 12. Drew Holiday, 9.6 rebounds, 4 assists. A little bit of everything from the missing link there for Drew Holiday. They have 5 scores off the bench as well for Boston. Just all around a tremendous game. Shot the ball 52% from the floor, 46% from 3, 91% at the free throw line. And they played inside to outside. They attempted 43 two-point attempts, 37 three-point attempts, and the key was their defense, limiting the Magic to shoot just 5 for 32 from the perimeter at 16%. Celtics shot the cover off the ball 46% from 3. In the last game, they tripled what the Magic had, what the Celtics made from the perimeter. Welcome in, everybody. We got A-Tab, Jason, Cynthia, Mikey, Jeffrey, Anastasia, Rain. Welcome on board, everybody, tonight, as we got a lot of people already out on the stream. Let's go. Celtics looking to make it 2 in a row out here. In total flip-flop compared to last night's opponent. The Magic ranked top 3 in the NBA in total defense. The Hawks come into this game ranking 28th in points allowed. They're a really solid scoring unit, 6th in the NBA in points scored, but they do allow the 28th most points to opponents to average 119 points per game. This is also the Celtics' bread and butter matchup here tonight. Atlanta ranks dead last in 3-point perimeter defense. It also ranked 26th in assists per game allowed to opponents. So tonight here, Jason Tatum, he's available. I think very well he could have a huge night once again for JT. But other guys, this is the night for Derek White tonight. I got a feeling the perimeter guys, I got a feeling they're going to have a big game. And I'm going to name one guy here who I've got a feeling that he could drop down 20 at least in this game and drill around 5+ threes. That name would be Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard shooting 53% from 3 and averaging 22 points per game on night number 2 of a back-to-back. He is the key X factor tonight coming into this game for the Celtics. If he can replicate what he's done on night 2 of the back-to-back before, he's going to be awesome tonight for Pritchard, and I'm looking to see if he can do it once again. Michael, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in. Yep, Chiefs taking on the Texans. A couple rough closing out possessions in that game. Missed field goal well wide right by Kemi Fairbairn. He also missed an extra point, which would have tied it up at 13. And right now, Kansas City just got the football back. 6:19 left to go in the fourth quarter. 20-12, the Chiefs lead. And time's on the side for Kansas City to get right back to the AFC Championship game once again. Houston just unable to get over the hump against the world champions once again out of the NFL. Here we go. Top 5 picks of the night. I was looking for Peyton Pritchard's props, unable to find them though, but if any of you guys find Peyton Pritchard's player prop tonight, I would highly recommend to smash the over for Peyton Pritchard total points for this game, and also smash the over for Peyton Pritchard made threes tonight. I think both of those are going to hit for sure. I think, in my opinion, Peyton Pritchard's going to drop down around 20 and knock down at least 5 threes tonight in this game. But this is what I got for my top 5 picks. I did not base anything off Jason Tatum because he was questionable about an hour ago leading up to this game. So when I posted my top 5 picks beforehand, I did not post anything with Jason Tatum because he was questionable. And I don't like to base anything on questionable players for a game time decision, because that would mean that pick would get voided out right there. But this is what I got tonight. Jaylen Brown over 24.5 points. He dropped down 37 in his last game against the Hawks back in November. So I really like Jaylen Brown tonight to go off. He's been a much better player at home scoring the basketball than he's been on the road. So this is a golden opportunity tonight for JB to set the tone for his team, become aggressive, and go off tonight in this matchup here for Jaylen Brown. Derek White, I've listed him 3 times. I think this is the get it right redemption game tonight for Derek White. Over 14.5 points I've got for Derek White. The Hawks rank dead last in the NBA in perimeter defense. This is Derek White's game that he could go off in. He had 21 points in the first game against the Hawks back in early November, and then in mid-November, he dropped down 31 in the second game against Atlanta. So he's got 21 and 31 in 2 games against the Hawks. I like him well over that 14.5 point mark today. Also, they're going to need more production since Porzingis is out. Porzingis is averaging around 18 points per game, so they're going to need other guys to step up, and Derek White needs to be a big factor of that tonight. Derek White over 2.5 made threes. Also get that number as well for my prop. That's around 1-3 fewer than what he's averaging, around 3.5 made threes per game. He's been really struggling from 3, but the last game he was the best that he'd been in a week-plus span for Derek White. He drilled 2 threes against the number 1 perimeter defense yesterday, Orlando. Now he takes on the number 30th perimeter defense, the worst defense in the NBA, the Atlanta Hawks. Is a big difference there between one team that locks up the perimeter, doesn't give shooters much space, compared to one team that lets a lot of shooters just take whatever they can get on practice shots, drilling down to uncontested threes. And I like Derek White to thrive upon that 2.5 made threes mark tonight, to pound that number tonight in this game. White has combined for 13 made threes in the first 2 games this season against the Hawks. He went 4 for 9 from the perimeter in the first game. He went 7 for 12 from 3-point range in the second game. Also like Derek White tonight, over 3.5 rebounds. I think that number's way too small. The Hawks are top 3 in the NBA in pace per play, so there's going to be a bunch of rebound opportunities tonight. Also, Porzingis is not playing, so it opens up the rebound column more for other players in the glass for this game. Derek White, in the first 2 games against the Hawks, he's averaging 6 rebounds per game. That is number 2 as a rebounder on the team against Atlanta this season. That's only behind Jason Tatum on the glass for rebounds. Derek White recorded 6 rebounds in the first 2 games each against Atlanta, so I like him tonight to go over his player prop at 3.5, and a game that we're going to see the pace really just ramp up tonight compared to yesterday, with a very slow, methodical pace tonight. Both of these teams are going to be pushing it up and down the floor against one another. And my final pick tonight, Jrue Holiday over 4.5 assists. Key playmaker recently for Jrue. He had 7 assists in the last meeting against Atlanta. In the last 9 out of 10 games, Jrue Holiday has recorded at least 5 assists or greater against the Hawks in the last 9 out of 10 games in his career that he's taken on Atlanta. Atlanta ranks 28th in the NBA in assists allowed to opponents. So there's my top 5 picks for today. Jaylen Brown over 24.5 points. Derek White over 14.5 points. Derek White over 2.5 made threes. Derek White over 3.5 rebounds. Jrue Holiday over 4.5 assists. And also a couple audible mentions in there is, if you find them in the sports book, I would highly recommend to bet Peyton Pritchard over total points for his player prop, and Peyton Pritchard over made threes for his player prop tonight. He is averaging 22 points per game and shooting 53% from the perimeter on night 2 of a back-to-back for Peyton Pritchard. So I think tonight could be the night that Peyton Pritchard drops down 20 and drills 5 threes in this one here. So those are my picks tonight, and we're going to tip off very shortly. What's good, Michael on the stream? Welcome back in. Ren Jeff, welcome aboard. Kansas City just tacked on a field goal, so it's 23-12. Kansas City leads against Houston with 4:38 left to go in the fourth quarter. So it looks like the Kansas City Chiefs, no shocker there, will be moving on to the AFC Championship to take on the winner of the Ravens versus Bills for tomorrow afternoon's winner. Sunshine, welcome in. The Naja player, welcome back on board SGA Sports Talk channel. Glad to have you back in, man, for this one. Ronald, thanks for joining in. Landon, welcome in. Let's go, everybody. If you guys are new to the stream, keep on smashing that thumbs up tonight. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. We're a couple minutes away from tip-off. TD Garden Saturday night. Celtics looking to make it 2 straight in a row. They come into this game as a 9.5-point favorite. The over-under tonight, very, very large for that over-under mark at 237.5 for the total combined points for tonight's matchup here. Expect a bunch of offense in this game. Starting 5 for the Hawks: Trae Young, Dyson Daniels, Vic Krejci, Jalen Johnson, Clint Capella. Going up against the Celtics starting 5: Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. Luke Cornett gets the start tonight in place of Kristaps Porzingis. Kristaps Porzingis not playing in the second night of a back-to-back due to injury management. Neither is Al Horford. So both Porzingis and Horford out tonight. That means that Cornett gets the start, and that will also mean Neemias Queta will have a larger role tonight in the rotation as the number 2 big man instead of being the number 4 big man off the bench. He'll see a lot more minutes tonight for Neemias Queta in this matchup. 3 players listed out tonight for the Hawks. That is Larry Nance Jr., Zachary Ricochet, and Kobe Buffkin, who are listed out tonight for Atlanta. Eddie, thanks for joining in. He's got the Chiefs here to 3-peat right there. Jungle Pitbull, glad to have you back in for this one. Celtics looking to make sure to get it right once again. Coming off night 2 of a back-to-back, Peyton Pritchard, he has been the X factor in night 2 of a back-to-back, averaging 22 points per game, shooting 53% for the perimeter. On the second night of a back-to-back, looking fresher than anybody else. I think Joe Mazzulla making a case that his minutes were saved yesterday against the Magic because they want Peyton Pritchard to play a big-time role tonight against the bottom-ranked perimeter defense in the league, the Atlanta Hawks. Watch for the perimeter guys to go off in this one. Jason Tatum, Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, those 3 guys, I get a feeling they're going to have a humongous game going up against Atlanta's struggling perimeter D. Celtics, black uniforms, green numbers, green letters, same jersey that I'm wearing tonight with a white outline. And the Hawks will go in the red jerseys, white numbers, white letters for this matchup as we get to action here just a moment as we will have the opening tip. Luke Cornett is going to jump this ball up as he jumps it up for the tip alongside Clint Capella. Celtics control the opening tip as we are underway. Boston with the opening possession. Right to left on the floor for the Celtics. Derek White at the left wing draws a double team, lobs it off to Brown. Brown dribbles up, bounce pass underneath Cornett. Cornett down low, floated up the shot, missed off the left side of the rim. And the rebound controlled by Capella. Opening possession for the Hawks. Trae Young spots up for the 3. Bricked off the Beckham, no good. Tatum collects the defensive rebound. Didn't mention Jason Tatum double-double, but that's the likelihood tonight without Porzingis. White jacks up the 3 off the Beckham, no good. A rebound secured by Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson been one of the most improved players in the league so far this season for him. Capella at the top, sends it over to Johnson. Johnson, crossover. Bobbled it, got it back, though, off the drive. Johnson drives right on Cornett. No good off the clock. Glass, great contest there by Luke Cornett. White sends it off to Brown. Brown elevates for the 3, takes it, and he makes it from downtown. Jaylen Brown rips down the 3. Great start for him. He has been non-aggressive recently from the perimeter, but that's a really, really solid start for Jaylen Brown. 37 points in 36 minutes by JB the last time that he faced the Hawks back in mid-November, the Cup game on November 12th. Putbacks there for 2 by Dyson Daniels off the initial miss by Trae Young. Celtics with the basketball. Holiday at the free throw circle. Circles around, gives it off to Cornett. Off to Tatum at the left wing. Tatum jacks up a 3, missed off the mark, no good. Young's pass broke it up out of bounds, went off of Derek White. So the Celtics are going from the perimeter to start things off. So they're using those analytics to their favor, knowing that the Hawks have the worst perimeter defense. It worked for Brown, hasn't worked for the 2 other three-point shot attempts before, missed by White and Tatum, though. So they start off 1 for 3 from the perimeter. Bounce pass off the roll down, good to go, good for 2. That is Jalen Johnson, who scores off the mid-range runner, assisted by Vic Krejci. 4-3 now for Atlanta. Celtics with a possession. Holiday at the edge of the midcourt logo, sends it over to Cornette around the perimeter. He is wide open, not a three-point shooter. Gives it off to Tatum, left corner. Tatum, skip pass, right corner. Brown elevates for the J, takes it off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound control by Jaylen Brown. Jalen outside of Holiday, launches the 3, right down the middle. He's got it. Drew Holiday, bang, bang from downtown for Boston. What's good? Let's get some girlfriend hype on the stream. My girlfriend Sharice just dropped by here. And, yeah, hopefully Bibby's having a nice day, too, even though he's in his Christmas training mode for next season. Jaylen Brown off the spin move, blocked from behind by Dyson Daniels for Atlanta. Loose ball, Cornette comes out with a steal. Holiday, pass ahead, Jaylen Brown up fake, soars up, and gets fouled. And this will be 2 free throws coming up here by Jaylen Brown. He got smashed in the eye as well. He's a little bit slow to get up right now for JB. So Jaylen Brown smashed in the eye there by Dyson Daniels, who picked up the shooting foul. Brown's going to shoot 2 at the free throw line. Yeah, so yesterday was me and my girlfriend's 9-year anniversary, so we've been dating for 9 years now. Jaylen Brown, 2 free throws. He was perfect last night. That's a huge key right there. Perfect at the free throw line for Jaylen Brown. First one's good. Hey, what's good, Fat Matt? Welcome in. Jimmy, thanks for joining in. Yeah, looks like the Chiefs are going to win. Second free throw by Jalen. That one's good. So he's got 4 points right now for Jaylen Brown. Hawks have possession crossing midcourt. Trey slides it off to his left. Dyson Daniels turns the corner, drives, floats up the rudder, and able to rattle in for 2. Jaylen Brown turns the corner, baseline drive, soars up, and he throws it down with a 2-handed flush. Wow, just 0 resistance at the rim, and Jaylen Brown picking apart the Hawks defense. 6 out of the 10 so far scored through JB. Young off to his left to Krejci. That ball got broken up off the shoe of Drew Holiday, so it's rolled a kicked ball violation. Hey, appreciate it. Thanks so much. Yeah, we're trying. Everything's just been so crazy expensive or so. It's just been so difficult to keep up with a lot of the stuff. Because we're trying to look for like a place together. I've been working with a real estate agent trying to find places together. But everything's just an insane price. And it just keeps on going higher and higher and higher. Brown kicks it out on top. Derek White launches the 3. Halfway down, no good. Rolled around the rim and out. And the Hawks had the rebound for a moment, then they fumbled it, the lob right back to Luke Cornette at midcourt as he scores underneath the hoop off the steal. 12-6 now for the Celtics. Hawks having a tough time here tracking down a couple loose balls. Capella had it swiped away. Jaylen Brown comes down with a steal. Jalen out to the races. Here he goes, and he cashes it in with a right-hand layup. 14-6, the Celtics absolutely hungry to begin this game right now as Atlanta has to burn a quick timeout. Jaylen Brown, so good to begin this game. He's got 9 points right now. Turnovers, an issue for Atlanta, and we're not even 4 minutes into this game. Jaylen Brown going up against the hometown team that he was born and raised in. And right now he is showing it to his opponent here. 9 points in 4 minutes by Jaylen Brown. 3 for 5 for the floor. A steal and just scored a layup on that steal. Drew Holiday's got 3. Cornette's got 2. That was on the top of my list tonight for my top 5 picks of the night. Right there, boom, Jaylen Brown over 24.5 points. I went straight back to the last box score of the Celtics Hawks. What caught my eye? 37 points by Jaylen Brown in 36 minutes. I knew automatically I had to jump on that. And right now, just a fantastic start. 9 points in the first 4 minutes tonight. Tatum went off yesterday. Jaylen Brown knew that he needed to step things up. There's been a lot of chatter about Jaylen Brown not being aggressive, and he shut down that chatter tonight. By the way, this stream is sponsored by Games Go. Games Go is a subscription sharing platform that allows users to access subscription services at a lower cost by sharing accounts. Use my promo code EJPMU for my referral for discounts over on the Games Go site. The link is posted in the description of this video to Games Go. It's also pinned to the chat as well. Games Go has share premium subscriptions for a lower monthly cost to multiple websites, and 5 of those websites are newly put on Games Go this week. That includes the New York Times, starting off at $1.25 per month. And in that New York Times bundle includes The Athletic, which is a sports news article website behind a paywall, which typically costs $1.99 per month. But with a New York Times bundle on Games Go, it costs just $1.25 per month. Also, the Wall Street Journal at $10.99 per month, much cheaper than the current subscription price for regular subscribers. All the Games Go sites include the New York Times, featuring The Athletic, the Wall Street Journal, Grammarly, Duolingo, Deezer, Crunchyroll, DeepL, Perplexity AI, Gamma, UPDF, and Scribe. So check out Games Go, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 5 years. Use my promo code EJPMU for my referral for discounts over on the Games Go site. 14-6. Incredible start here for the Celtics, and that is led by the tone setter, Jaylen Brown. Atlanta having a lot of issues this season with 3 out of the 5 coming from the backcourt. Having a lot of difficulty defending the point guard, shooting guard, and small forward positions this season. And right now, it's been another tough game defensively for the Hawks here to begin. A lot of open looks for Jaylen Brown to get whatever he wants. Krejci, runner, inside the key, around the rim and out. Offensive rebound control by Johnson. Great contest by Kornet, though. He followed him at the last moment. They will roll it and 1 for Jalen Johnson. Wow, Kornet with some tall wingspan going up right there. That's a very tough shot, but he did get the elbow of Jalen Johnson on the way up. (14-9). Derek White with possession at the left wing. White moves it on top over to Tatum. Tatum yet to score so far tonight, coming off 30 against the Magic yesterday. Lob down low, finds Kornet. Kornet underneath the hoop. He scores, up and it off the backboard. Good position right there between 2 defenders. Just had perfect position underneath the hoop. Daniels dump off down low. Capella no good. Missed the rudder from 4 feet away. Tatum collected a defensive rebound. Holiday quick up the floor now. Drew step back 3 in the air. Got another one. Drew Holiday already 6 points for him as he buries the triple. Second made 3 of the game by Drew Holiday. That's a key to begin tonight here. Runner by Trey. Swoosh. Celtics finding easy rhythm up and down the floor against this team. The lob down low to Brown. Brown got blocked by Daniels out of bounds. So the Celtics about to get this basketball back here. Derek White, the inbound passer, underneath the hoop. Jalen Johnson just checked out of the game. Inbound around the perimeter. Brown to Kornet. Back into the hands to Brown. Brown elevates for the 3. Off the rim, no good. Tipped around. Offensive rebound. Holiday. Drew Holiday. Jumper. Baseline. Connects on it. Incredible start right now for Drew Holiday. 8 points to begin this game so far. Atlanta ranks bottom 2 in the NBA, defending the point guard position. It is showing right now. Drew Holiday hasn't been known as a scorer this season, but right now he's got 8 points. Not even through the midway stage of this first quarter is Vic Krejci able to get downhill to the rim. He scores the layup. Celtics just making it look easy with their offense. White moves it out to the corner to Brown. Brown guarded by Bogdanovic at the far side corner. Brown, the right baseline dribble. Brown, low block, shovel pass down low. Over to Cornette. He throws it down with a two-handed flush. Everything working right now. JB in all different levels. 2 assists now for Jaylen Brown alongside 9 points. Jumper by Krejci off the back rim, no good. Battle for the rebound, tipped up to Daniels around the perimeter. Dyson Daniels guarded by White here at the right wing. Daniels dribbles up, drives inside. A key runner contested by White. A tough one as he's able to send it through. Up and through for the bucket. Celtics with possession. Brown had it stripped, and it's going to be ruled a reach and foul charge to Atlanta. St. Benedict, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in. Lupe, welcome back in the stream. Textbook start here for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown, 9 points. Drew Holiday's got 8 points. Luke Cornette with 6 right now, plus 2 steals for Luke Cornette. Luke Cornette's going to take a seat on the bench. Peyton Pritchard, he's going to drop a 20-piece tonight. Watch this. At least 5 made threes, at least 20 points. Mark my words. Peyton Pritchard checks into the game for the first time tonight. Neemias Queta as well. 5 of the court look like this for Boston. Queta, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser. Brown elevates for the J, straight away in the 3, missed off the rim, short. Queta tips it over to Hauser for the offensive rebound outside of Pritchard. Pritchard gets past Krejci. Pritchard circles around. Pritchard at the top of the key, takes on the league's worst perimeter defense. The Atlanta Hawks in this matchup. A lot of dribbling. Pritchard, jumper, 18-footer, straight away he drills it. Peyton Pritchard, there's 2 tonight, baby. PP, gonna go off for 20. And a turnover charge to Atlanta. Celtics looking real good right now. Peyton Pritchard takes up the floor. Slides it off to White, into the hands to Brown. Jaylen Brown at the right wing perimeter. He brings along a double team. Now guarded by Krejci in a mismatch 1-on-1. Jaylen Brown working on Vic Krejci here. Here we go. Jaylen dribbles, drives, dish underneath Hauser. Turnaround jumper low, block off the rim short. Rebound controlled out in the pack by Bogdanovic, and Bogdanovic bumped into hard. The Celtics commit a foul out in transition. That's charged to Jaylen Brown in transition, bumping down Bogdanovic hard at the midcourt line. Yes, Tatum's playing tonight. Celtics are looking real good right now. Like, I see a bunch of mismatches on the floor that this Hawks defense has no chance of stopping if they don't make adjustments and put taller players on the Celtics backcourt guys tonight. Like, there's a lot of blow-bys happening constantly right now. Inbound to Dyson Daniels, puts the ball into the hands to Okongwu around the perimeter. Handoff to DeAndre Hunter. This is a game for these 2 players tonight. DeAndre Hunter and Peyton Pritchard both are number 1 and 2. Pritchard's number 1, and DeAndre Hunter is number 2 in the 6th man of the year odds right now. There's been a lot of chatter with DeAndre Hunter closing the gap to Peyton Pritchard. Tonight could be Peyton Pritchard's night to make sure that gap does not close any further. Brown airmails the pass over Queta as it sails out of bounds. Turnover for the Celtics. What's good, Anthony on the street? Welcome in. Youngin, welcome back on board. Jalen Johnson checks back in. Trae Young back into the game here for the Hawks. Yeah, Atlanta right now looks like a jumbled mess. Not much leadership going on with the Hawks. The Chiefs are about to beat the Texans 23-14. Bounce pass off the roll down, and Okongwu goes up, gets followed by Queta. So Okongwu will shoot 2 here at the free throw line. What's good? Supreme on the street, welcome in. Got a bunch of people poured in for this one. Almost 200. Let's go, everybody. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. You guys, the real MVPs, legends out here on the channel. 2 free throws by Onyeka Okongwu, and the first one he missed. Jason Tatum tonight has 0. Jason Tatum went off for 30 yesterday for him. He's probably going to take this one more of a relaxed game for him, for Tatum, honestly, because this belongs to Jaylen Brown tonight. Second free throw, that's good. Yeah, the Hawks defense is more front court centric. They are the worst team in the NBA at defending backcourt players, but they're much better at defending front court players than back court players. Derek White, shockingly, he's yet to score. Looking to change that right now. Runner for 2. No good off the back rim. Offensive rebound controlled by White. Flung it up in the air. Tipped over to Kada. Bounce pass. Broken up out of bounds off Bogdanovich. Derek White, absolute hustler right now for him. He's got 4 rebounds already. Going to slide it right back to my top 5 picks in the night. I took his player prop over 3.5 rebounds. That already broke the list right there. That's a check mark already in the first quarter. That's as easy as it gets. Derek White had 6 rebounds each in the previous 2 games against Atlanta. Right now, he has 4 rebounds in the first quarter. Even though he's yet to score so far tonight, he is out hustling everybody. Inbound goes to White. Sooner rather than later, his shots are going to drop. 21 and 31. Previous 2 games for White against Atlanta. Lobs it over to Tatum. Jumper no good at the free throw circle. Offensive rebound controlled by Hauser. Hauser corner 3 bricked off the back rim. And the rebound collected by Jalen Johnson for the Hawks. Johnson at the right wing. Lob over the top of Kongu. Deflected. Intercepted. It was Cato who got a piece of that ball. Picked off by Pritchard. Pritchard up the floor. Hauser off to White. Jacks up the 3. He's got one. Bang, bang. Derek White lights it up for the perimeter. 28-16. Derek White looking for a huge game tonight for him. Trey, bounce pass, kicked by White out of bounds. I have never seen so many kicked balls in the first quarter. Or a single quarter this season. There's been at least 4 that's been the kicked ball violation so far. And 3 of those kicked balls have been by Boston. Their defense is getting right after it right now. 28-16 against a top 6 offense in scoring this season. The Hawks rank 6th in the NBA in points per game, and they are just lighting up this Hawks team, both sides of the ball, scoring it at a solid clip. There's 0 resistance at the rim so far. The Celtics are taking full advantage of that, and they're completely out hustling Atlanta. Like this should not be happening. If this is the Hawks, this should not be happening for them. The Celtics are coming off a back-to-back. That's a terrible sign for Atlanta here. The Celtics are taking it out off the Hawks tonight because they know the last time they lost by 1. And the Hawks had 6 players out that game. They played down to Atlanta. They lost that game in the NBA Cup game. And just a tremendous start right now. They had this game circled in their calendar to bounce back for Boston. And it's working so well currently. So yeah, if you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Jason Tatum, he was in the game going into the timeout, but he hadn't scored yet for Tatum. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. No points though for Tatum. 0 for 2 from the floor. But yeah, early indications tonight. This game belongs to Jaylen Brown. And he's done a really solid job setting the tone early on. 9 points in his first 9 minutes for Jaylen Brown tonight. 3 points by Derek White already with 4 rebounds and 2 assists. 8 points by Drew Holiday. He's been excellent too for Drew right out of the gate. Perfect. 3 for 3 from the floor. 2 for 2 from the perimeter. 6 points by Luke Cornett. And off the bench, Pritchard has 2 right now. Yeah, Horford's not playing and Porzingis is not playing. Next 10 games here. I think they can go 8-2. In that stretch, I see proud. Yeah, I'll go 8-2. The 2 that could be tough for them is going to be the Clippers and either or Dallas or Houston. They should take care of Chicago, New Orleans, Philadelphia. They should get revenge on. Even the Cavs on February 4th, they should get revenge on, even though that's going to be a close game. But based on what I saw from Cleveland against OKC, that was not a good showing there by the Cavs. And if the Celtics want to close the gap against Cleveland, they need to take that game. But yeah, what I see, I think that game against the Clippers, in my honest opinion, that's going to be a tough one against the Clippers. That's a 10:30 p.m. start time, and the Clippers usually get at least one game out of the Celtics each season. And then either or, it's going to be Houston, who's been playing really well. Houston or Dallas, one of those teams, for my prediction, is going to take it. Dallas has had that circled on their calendar for them. But also Houston plays the Celtics a second time with Ime, and Houston's looked really good recently for them. By the way, they're 3-0 against Memphis this season. Peyton Pritchard, corner three, missed off the rim, short rebound, controlled by Bogdanovic. 5 on the floor for the Celtics look like this. Neemias Queta, Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, Jason Tatum, and Sam Hauser. As the Hawks score in transition, it is DeAndre Hunter as he scores, and he did get fouled by Queta, so this will be free throws coming up. Neemias Queta needs to be careful. That's now his second personal foul. Yeah, if they can play consistently, they can win the championship once again. And I was not saying that the last couple weeks or so they were playing terrible. They look like a team that could have got bounced out in the first round. But it looked like that loss against the Raptors on Wednesday. That loss led them to hit rock bottom. And it's all about bouncing back after that. The only way is up from here. And it looks like they learned from their mistakes against the Raptors as Trae Young, his pass got sent wide. Got deflected out of bounds. It will stay Hawks ball here. Wow, Tennessee lost to Vandy. Wow. Yeah, a lot of great college hoops going down today. I was out throughout most of the day, so I didn't see that game. But wow, it's a big upset there. Phil, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Hawks get the inbound. Minute 45 left to go the first. Trae dribbles up, drives inside the key. Trae up fake as he has a tough contested shot blocked by Queta. Celtics with possession. White takes it quickly up the floor, bursts the speed, right to the rim, and he scores, up and off the backboard. Hawks with some terrible defense out in transition so far. Derek White with 5 points to begin tonight. Trae Young's been locked down so far. Jalen Johnson, top of the free throw circle. Trae Young just 2 points on 1 for 5 shooting to begin tonight. Jumper, mid-range, off the mark, no good. Short missed by Jalen Johnson. The rebound controlled by Pritchard. Pritchard at the left wing. He's going to slow it down. Approaching the final minute left to go in the first. Pritchard, step back three in the air. No good. Skipped around the rim and out. As the rebound gets tipped over to Bogdanovic. DeAndre Hunter fires a fastball across the floor off to Bogdanovic. He attacks inside the key. Sends it off to Hunter. Hunter dribble drive straight line. Hunter shots as he gets fouled. And this will be 2 more free throws coming up for Atlanta with DeAndre Hunter heading to the free throw line. Derek White, the guilty party, picks up his first personal foul. So 48.6 seconds left to go. That's a tough call going against Derek White there. First free throw is good. What's good, Brayton? Welcome in. Another AFC championship that the Chiefs advanced to. Second free throw is good. Derek White running the point. Final 40 seconds left to go in the first. White dribbles up to the right wing. Sends it over to Tatum. Tatum dribbles, drives, inside, stripped, lost it, turns it over. Jalen Johnson collected the steal up ahead of Trae. Trae stopped the dribble, has to give it off to Bogdanovic. Weaves his way inside, skip past left quarter. Jalen Johnson, left baseline dribble, kick out to the right quarter. Open three, Bogdanovic rolled around the rim and out. And Tatum collects the defensive rebound. Shot clock's turned off. 12 seconds left to go to close out the opening quarter. Hawks shooting poorly from the perimeter. 0 for 5, yet to even make a 3 in the entire first quarter. Tatum at the right quarter. Tatum, step back 3 in the air over Okongwu, and he hits it. JT right before the buzzer rips down the triple. Tatum finally on the board, and the Celtics close out the first quarter at a high note right there. 33-21, Jason Tatum. A nasty step back quarter 3 right over on Yanka Okongwu at the buzzer. Celtics are rolling right now. What a start. Great to see Jason Tatum right before the buzzer able to pour in a bucket there. 3 points now for Tatum, 3 rebounds. People out in the stream was asking me if Tatum was playing today because it was awfully silent that first quarter without Jason Tatum. But Jason Tatum finally in the scoreboard, drilling a step-back corner 3 right at the buzzer to close out the end of the first quarter. Jrue Holiday, he's got 8. Jaylen Brown leads the way with 9. Derek White, good start for him with 5. He's got 5 rebounds right now for White as well. Luke Cornett's got 6 currently. So first quarter just wrapped up, 33-21. Boston by 12 at the end of the first. Nothing from Trae Young so far, just 2 points for Trae Young and 1 for 5 shooting. Dyson Daniels, leading scorer for the Hawks with 6 points. 5 points each by Jalen Johnson and DeAndre Hunter. Celtics are tearing it up against this team. Boston has made 5 threes, 5 for 15 from the perimeter. Hawks are 0 for 5 right now from 3. The Celtics getting points off turnovers. Holy smokes. How about this number right here? Here we go. Fast break points. Celtics 15, Hawks 0. That's just an indication that your defense is awful. Hawks gave up 15 fast break points in the first quarter. The Celtics are on pace for 60 points in the fast break tonight if they keep this up. 15-0 through one quarter for fast break points. Hawks with 6 turnovers. Celtics with 5 steals. Celtics with just 1 turnover. An insane start for Boston. That just tells the story right there. The Celtics just make it look too easy because the Hawks don't play defense. Doesn't look like they coach defense. They don't preach defense. They do nothing about defense. We'll see if they make any sort of defensive adjustments. But it seems like in the calling card, defense is not in the rotation. There's no such thing as defense for the Atlanta Hawks. Number 6 ranked team in scoring. But in defense, they rank 28th in points allowed. 33-21. Okongwu hands it over to Trae at the low block. Trae. Bad pass deflected by Tatum. Luckily, it sailed into the fingertips of Garrison Matthews. That was almost another steal there by Boston. Corner 3 by Okongwu, and he drills it. Wow. Usually not the guy you want to take a corner 3, but Onyeka Okongwu just drilled a big 3 to cut it to 9 right there to begin the second. Holiday on the floor with Tatum, Kata, Hauser, and Pritchard. Tatum at the top of the key. Tatum, bounce pass off the roll down. Kata moves it down low. Holiday bobbled it, stolen away. Second turnover in the night for the Celtics here, as the Hawks were able to come up with a steal by Okongwu. Young slides it outside. Garrison Matthews catching fire. 3 rolls and rolls around the ring of the rim and went out. Holiday up the floor finds Hauser. Hauser moves it out on top to Pritchard. Pritchard with just 2 so far to begin tonight. Over to Jrue Holiday at the right wing. Jrue lobs it off to Tatum. Tatum guarded by Matthews in a mismatch 1-on-1. Tatum rises for the jumper. Baseline off the rim, no good. Tough shot right there for JT. And Okongwu collected the defensive rebound. This pass gets broken up, intercepted by Sam Hauser. Up ahead, Tatum. They got numbers 3-on-1. Hauser lobs it up over the top. Tatum couldn't finish. And the Celtics with a terrible possession there with a poor pass by Sam Hauser to 3-on-1. Celtics come up with another steal by Kata. Here they go, a 3-on-2. Tatum to the rack. Tatum missed the layup. No call by the referees. This score should right now be 37-24. You got to execute on back-to-back buckets down low. You got to execute there. You had 2 poor possessions in a row for the Celtics. And Joe Mazzulla right now looking around. This is also a technical charge to Boston here. Jason Tatum, technical foul. Oh, yeah, he's chirping to the officials. He thought he was completely fouled. He was chirping to the officials, and he just got teed up. So Trae Young shoots the technical free throw, drills it, and the Hawks will have the basketball. Right now, this should be a 12-point Boston lead. It's now an 8-point Boston lead, and Joe Mazzulla benches Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum has just been benched by Joe Mazzulla. So he heads towards the bench. Jaylen Brown called on immediately to get back into the game to replace Tatum. Trae Young, edge of the midcourt logo. It is now Drew Holiday, Peyton Pritchard, Neemias Queta, Jaylen Brown, and Sam Hauser. That's the 5 of the floor currently. Inside the key, Okongwu, tough shot over Queta, and he got it, upping it off the glass with a right-handed hook. 6-point game all of a sudden. Drew Holiday backs his way to the elbow. Drew towards his right, free throw circle. Drew lobs it to Brown, a touch pass down low. Queta puts up the shot, got clobbered. He'll head to the line, shoot 2 free throws. Neemias Queta to the charity stripe as he got clobbered by Jalen Johnson, who picked up the shooting foul. Wow, we got a bunch of people on the stream here. We got 250 plus. If you're new to the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Really appreciate everybody for joining in tonight. First free throw is good by Queta. Hit us up in the chat tonight. Who you guys like for this one here? Celtics or Hawks? Make sure to vote in the poll as well. Second free throw by Queta. Right down the middle. 35-27. Neemias Queta coming off the bench. Number 2 big tonight. No Porzingis, no Horford. Luke Cornett got the start. Neemias Queta 8 minutes with his first 2 points of the game. Also has 2 rebounds, a steal, and a block tonight. Jalen Johnson slides it over to Vic Krejci. Krejci crossover guarded by Queta. Step back 3 in the air. Krejci straight away. Missed off the rim, no good. Holiday secures the defensive rebound. Pritchard moves off to Queta to the low block. Queta backs his way off a double team. Outside Drew. Touch pass. Corner 3. Hauser. Keep off the rim short. No good. Offensive rebound. Pritchard. Pritchard dribbles out to the perimeter. Pritchard working on Vic Krejci 1-on-1. 8 on the timer. Pritchard crossover drives. Up fake. Pritchard fall away. Tough shot. No good. Off the back rim. Looking for the foul call. Couldn't get it. And the rebound secured by Jalen Johnson. Threads the needle down low. Okongwu goes up. Gets fouled by the Celtics here. If that's on Queta, that's his 3rd. That's on Neemias Queta's. Onyeka Okongwu received the pass in between Jaylen Brown and Neemias Queta. Neemias Queta got a hold of Onyeka Okongwu, his left shoulder on the layup motion from behind. So that's some bad foul trouble here for the Celtics front court. Neemias Queta 3 personal fouls, and Luke Cornett has 1 so far tonight. First free throw, no good. Missed off the mark by Okongwu. This foul trouble has allowed the Hawks to stay in this game right now. You got to be very wary of this Atlanta squad. They're a team that falls down behind early on, and then they catch up in the second half and start to make their adjustments. Trae Young, only 2 points for him so far tonight as well. Like, he can go off in a flash in the second half. Second free throw is good. 35-28. Celtics with possession. Pritchard slides it over to Brown. He's got 9. Jalen moves on top off to Pritchard. Pritchard into the hands to Hauser at the left wing. Hauser moves it off to the middle to Cornett. Cornett top of the free throw circle. Handoff Brown, 8 on the timer. Jalen dribbles up, top of the free throw circle. Now thought about a step back. Launches the 3 straight away. Came off the rim short. Offensive rebound. Cornett put back. No good. Couldn't get it, but he did get fouled. And Luke Cornett will shoot 2 shots at the free throw line. Hey, appreciate it, Anthony. Thanks so much, brother. Really appreciate it, man. You guys the real legends on the stream here. 2 free throws here at the line for Luke Cornett. Getting the start tonight. Celtics are 10-0 the last 2 seasons when Luke Cornett's called upon inside the starting 5. Celtics are 3-0 this season with Luke Cornett. First free throw is good. Yeah, X-Man doesn't look like he's part of any sort of rotation out there. X-Man looks like he's going to get traded within the next couple of days, him and Jaden Springer. If Xavier Tillman doesn't get any playing time today, then why have him even on the roster if Joe Mazzulla is not going to play him? You can trade Tillman a couple of draft picks for a player that can play a key role in the Celtics' depth. It could help out with a backup big or another reliable wing on the team. Holiday, bounce pass down low. Brown drops it over to Cornette. Cornette inside the key, bounce pass Brown. Brown at the left wing, down to 8 minutes left to go. Jalen dribbles up, low block. Kick out to the corner, outside. Holiday launches the three. Drew off the rim, no good. Tipped up by Cornette into the hands to Capella, though, for the defensive rebound. Hawks with possession. Bogdanovich on the outside finds Dyson Daniels. Daniels moves it off to the middle to Okongwu. Or that is Capella. Out to the top to Daniels, who launches a three and connects on it. Yeah, Trae Young's had some horrific games in the past against the Celtics. 37-31 right now. Celtics back with possession. Jaylen Brown. Edge of the midcourt logo guarded by Daniels. Brown dribbles up to the elbow. Brown, the 1-on-1 takes on Vic Krejci on a mismatch. Brown, the up fake. Brown, jumper, mid-range, off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Garrison Matthews for the Hawks. It's only a 6-point game right now as this ball gets stripped. Jaylen Brown comes up with a steal as Daniels turned it over. 3 on, 2 up the floor to give and go. Hauser right back to Brown, downhill and scores for another basket by Jaylen Brown. Up to 11 right now for JB in this game. Good to see Sam Hauser making an impact. That's his second assist in the night for Hauser. Capella, handoff to Daniels. Swings it outside to Matthews. Right now, Trae Young's on the bench. Pull up Jay straight away. Bogdanovich lets it rain from the perimeter of the straightaway three. And it's a 5-point game. The Hawks starting to find their rhythm from the perimeter. They started off 0 for 5 at the end of the first quarter. 39-34, 6:39 left to go before halftime as the Celtics hold on to a 5-point lead. Good start by Boston. The Hawks, though, started to knock down their shots and started to catch up on a 13-6 run in the second quarter. If you're new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams. Jaylen Brown, 11 points. He leads the way tonight so far for JB. 8 points each by Luke Cornette and Drew Holiday. 5 points by Derek White. Jason Tatum with only 3 right now. He has played 12 minutes tonight for JT. Off the bench, 2 points each by Peyton Pritchard and Neemias Queta. For the Hawks, Dyson Daniels leads the way. He's got 9. Onyeka Okongwu with 7. 5 points by Jalen Johnson. Trae Young, nowhere to be seen. He's only got 3 points tonight on 1 for 5 shooting by Trae. No, I would not try to trade Porzingis because he's been rolling recently. So what I would do if I'm Brad Stevens, I would trade for backup big man protection. If Porzingis goes down again, that would be trading Jaden Springer, a couple draft picks to Utah in exchange for Walker Kessler. So that's one pick, and then the second one is acquiring like a reliable wing that they can get for their team with like a package of Xavier Tillman draft picks or so would have to be included for a guy like Cam Johnson. So there's 2 of the names that I just threw out right there that the Celtics are in the running for. Those 2 guys, Walker Kessler, who's averaging a double-double, leads the NBA, shooting 73% from the floor. And then Cam Johnson, who's a reliable wing scoring option. That's an upgrade from Sam Hauser there. So that's like a starting point. That might not be enough for Tillman. They might need to include Hauser as part of that deal. That's the only thing. Which he's been really miss this year. He's been like once every 5 games for Hauser. He's been reliable for him. $39-34 right now. Jason Tatum, real difference maker. Most points turning 27 in NBA history before 27. Wow. Just passed Michael Jordan. 12,911 points before the age of 27. Now, MJ did retire early to play a year for Major League Baseball. So that was a lost year in there. But he just passed MJ on that all-time scoring list for most points before the age of 27 for Jason Tatum. Yeah, that'll be a good pickup there, too, if they're able to get Lonnie Walker, because he's still available. Tatum's back into the game. This will be a jump ball between Tatum and Garrison Matthews as Tatum got tied up with it. 5 on the floor. Tatum, Pritchard, Jaylen Brown, Luke Cornett, Derek White. That's the 5 in the court. Tatum tips it over to Brown. Celtics with possession. Straightaway 3. Derek White off the back rim, no good. Rebound secure by DeAndre Hunter. Yeah, Javonte Green's another name. Knows the system real well. He's another name that's been brought up a lot that could be traded as DeAndre Hunter scores the layup right past Cornett. Things getting rather close here, 39-36. Slow start for the Hawks. Celtics led by 12 at one point. Brown gets fouled. And back to the free throw line will go Jaylen Brown as he got fouled, taking a jumper over Bogdanovic. So 2 free throws for Jaylen. He's made his last 11 straight free throws. That's awesome. Like, he's had some issues at the free throw line. First one's good here for Jaylen Brown. So he's now made 12 in a row. But yeah, he's had some problems in the past, especially when it comes down to the fourth quarter with, like, pressure free throws. He's missed a lot in the past, but this is a really good sight to see. He was perfect last night, 9 for 9 at the free throw line against the Magic. It looks like these guys now, it seems like a whole weight has been lifted off their shoulders since they won that game yesterday, because they were trying to do everything right, practicing hard every single day. They just didn't play with physicality. They lacked pride when they were playing, and the results just weren't showing. They were 7-7 in their previous 14 coming into yesterday's game. Brown missed the second free throw, though, as the runner gets sent down by Dyson Daniels. This is getting too close for comfort. 40-38 right now. Tatum, he's going to get going here. He only has 3. Tatum, dish outside to the top. Derek White laces up the 3 over Bogdanovic. No good off the mark. Tip to the quarter, and it rolls out of bounds as Tatum was lazy, and he didn't hustle for that ball in the quarter, and that means that the Hawks will have it back. Here's a great point that one of my good friends that I work with, he hosts a sports talk show, and he brought up this during his show a couple of nights ago. How many times have you guys seen Drew Holiday, Derek White dive for loose balls on the floor? Tons of times. Go after 50-50 balls. And then here's, how many times have you ever seen Jason Tatum dive for 50-50 balls? Probably not. And the last time there, he was lazy that he didn't want to track down the offensive rebound in the corner. Jaylen Brown just lost it, poked out of bounds off his knee and out. It's a turnover for the Celtics. Okongwu back in the game right now. And Clint Capella will take a seat on the bench. 40-38. Down to 5 minutes left to go. Trae Young dribbles up, drives inside over Cornett. No good off the glass. Trae stuck at 3. Offensive rebound controlled by Okongwu. Outside to the top to Daniels. Daniels floats it up over the top. Okongwu get that out of there as Cornett came up with his swat. Brown up the floor finds White. White one-on-one will slow it down. Derek White guarded by Hunter around the perimeter. Moves on top to Holiday. Drew, and dish outside to Tatum. Comes off the screen. Tatum dribbles up. Tatum up fake. Tatum leaner. Tough shot. No good as Cornett tapped it off to the wrong player. And it was Trae Young who collected the defensive rebound out to the wing. Bogdanovic. Dish outside. Right wing Trae. Weaves his way. Trae with a right hand scores. And we're tied up at 40. 40-40 right now. Celtics having a lot of issues boxing out. And Jaylen Brown just turned it over. Bad pass off the mark by White as Brown couldn't squeeze it. Bogdanovic for the lead, and he'll have to earn his stripes at the free throw line to take this lead as he gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up by Bogdanovic. It's Derek White who picks up the personal foul. Yeah, Celtics starting to play light right now. The Hawks are outscored Boston 21-9 in the second quarter. That's not a good sign. We're under 4 minutes left to go before half. And the Celtics ain't going to win a championship until they can prove that they can be a consistent winner throughout the regular season this year. That's been an issue for them in the last 15 games. They're 8-7. They haven't been a consistent team. They've been up and down, win-loss, win-loss, win-loss. That's not consistent enough. Holiday, pocket pass, Tatum, downhill, right to the rim. He scores with a right-hand layup. There you go. Finally, JT decides to go downhill and attack the rim. Whenever Tatum has possession of that ball around the perimeter, the ball stops. Like that. And then it stops the momentum of the offense. He's so flat-footed a lot of the times when he's out there. Holiday, a lot of dribbling. Lobs it wide at Tatum. It's got flung out of bounds. It's a turnover. I ain't trading Drew Holiday. No way. Not for Kyrie. Trey here has it at the top. Dribbles up inside the key. Runner by Trey. Connects on it. Just like that. A slow start by Trey, but he heats up in bunches. He gets better and better throughout the course of the game. 8 for 16 this quarter by Atlanta. Celtics are shooting a poor 2 for 12 right now. Holiday moves it over to White. Derek White at the top of the key. White dribbles up to the elbow. Pocket pass Tatum. Tatum launches the three straight away. Skidded off the rim. No good. Cornette sent it to the wrong player. The offensive rebound. He tried to tap it over to the Celtics, but Trey able to pick it up. Trey drives. Downhill. Shovel. Underneath. It's Okongwu. A couple spins here. Sends it outside to the top. Jalen Johnson. 10 on the timer. Celtics having a tough time so far in this quarter scoring, and Jalen Johnson gave it away. Holiday collects the steal. They got numbers 3-on-2. Drew a bullet down low. Jalen at the rim, no good. Offense, a rebound right back though. Luke Cornette scores, and a timeout taken on the floor. 44-44. Teamwork. They're generating a bunch of their points off fast break transition. That's what's going to win them the game tonight. Drew Holiday making plays. A steal leading to an assist for Drew Holiday. Luke Cornette, been a key piece tonight. 10 points by Cornette plus 3 steals and a block. Celtics are perfect. Last 2 years with him inside the starting 5. Perfect 10-0. They're 3-0 this season when Luke Cornette's got the start. Yeah, Jason Tatum, I just don't get it with Jason Tatum. Here's your superstar player, and once again, he's just settling. And whenever Tatum receives the ball around the perimeter, that ball stops. It has no motion. It has no inertia. There's nothing favoring the Celtics. That basketball just stops. It stops zipping. Like, Tatum plays just so flat-footed. It's... You got to rise up here if you're Jason Tatum. This is unacceptable. 5 points in 16 minutes. 2 for 9 shooting. 1 for 3 from the perimeter. Once again, he's reverting back to his old habits on Wednesday. He's going back to playing strictly iso ball for Jason Tatum. You got a whole team to work with if you're JT right now. Like, move that ball around. Get the best look possible on the floor. And when Drew Holiday's been out there, he's allowing that to happen. That was a nice bullet of a pass down low. Able to find Brown. Brown just couldn't finish. It was Luke Cornette who came up right from behind with a putback and put it in for 2. This stream is sponsored by GamesGo. GamesGo is a subscription sharing platform that allows users to access subscription services at a lower cost by sharing accounts. Use my promo code EJPMU for my referral for discounts over on the GamesGo site. The link is posted in the description of this video. It's also pinned to the chat as well. GamesGo offers shared premium subscriptions for a lower monthly cost to websites such as the New York Times, Wall Street Journal, Grammarly, Duolingo, Deezer, Crunchyroll, DeepL, Perplexity AI, Gamma, UPDF, and Scribed. And new this month is the New York Times for just $1.25 a month via the GamesGo bundle. That is cheaper than the $1.99 a month that The Athletic has. In that bundle, you would get under Games Go the entire New York Times bundle alongside The Athletic as well. For that subscription under the Games Go cost of $125 a month, and also the Wall Street Journal at $10.99 a month, much cheaper than its current subscription price. Check out Games Go, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 5 years. The link is pinned in the chat. It's also posted in the description of this video as well. For Games Go, use my promo code EJPMU for my referral for discounts over on the Games Go site. 44-44. Hawks with possession. 3-point shot attempt by DeAndre Hunter hits nylon, as that's good as he drills it as it hits bottom. 3-point lead for Atlanta, largest lead of the game for the Hawks. Tatum, you gotta respond, sends it outside to Brown. Brown dribbles up, drives downhill. Brown to the rim. Brown got it to go, up and then off the backboard for 2 more. Jaylen Brown's been on full attack mode tonight. 13 for Jaylen. He's got 14, check that. Corner 3 by Hunter. Bricked off the back rim, no good. Tatum collects the defensive rebound. Minute 40 left to go before halftime. Jason Tatum, Derek White, Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Luke Cornett, the 5 on the floor. White slides it off to his left. Holiday into the hands to Brown. Comes off the screen, free throw circle. Dump off, down low. Luke Cornett gutted a drop inside for 2. Jaylen Brown's really risen as a playmaker recently. Jaylen Brown tonight, 14 points up to now, 3 assists plus 3 rebounds. Trey, bounce pass off to Okongwu. Runner right over Cornett, connects on it. Back and forth, back and forth. Final minute left to go before halftime. Jaylen Brown at the left wing, moves on top to Tatum. Tatum at the right wing, bounce pass Cornett around the perimeter, hand off to Brown. Brown, 12 in the timer. Brown flings it outside left corner. Holiday dribbles up, a runner. Holiday came up short. Cornett able to save it. Offensive rebound. Brown, 5 in the timer. Kick out, wing a 3. Drew Holiday off the rim short, and Okongwu collects the defensive board. Atlanta by 1 with possession. Jalen Johnson attacks the paint, stripped of the basketball out of bounds. Last off the Celtics. 39 seconds left. This will stay Hawks basketball. Celtics got to keep on attacking. Inbound to Okongwu. Hand off to Trey. His shot got blocked by Tatum. 10 on the timer though. Back to Trey at the top of the key. Working on Tatum 101. Trey. A lot of dribbling. Outside finds Okongwu. Late closeout by Cornett. And Okongwu drills another 3. Luke Cornett way too late to close out there at the near side corner. Celtics with it. 1 second differential, shot clock and game clock to close out the second quarter. Derek White. Edge of the midcourt logo. Down by 4 here for Boston. Derek White. At the top of the key, moves it off to Tatum. Give and go back to White. White slides it off to his left to Tatum. Bounce pass White at the right wing. White takes the open 3. Off the rim, no good. Tapped off the glass. Jaylen Brown offensive rebound. Couldn't get a shot off in time. And we close out going to halftime. 52-48. As we enter halftime in this one, the Hawks up by 4. Tough ending there. Celtics got outscored 31-15. Whole offense is just stagnant. A lot of that has to do with Jason Tatum. Just once he's around the perimeter, he's strictly hunting down matchups, and that ball strictly stops when Tatum gets involved offensively if he's around the perimeter. I would like to see Tatum become strong, use his size, and post up on some of these dudes down low. Like, it doesn't have to be all around the perimeter. Every single possession, you getting a touch. Because when he gets that ball around the wing of the perimeter, it stops that momentum the Celtics are having, zipping that ball around, trying to get an open look. And when it gets to him, he's searching for that one-on-one matchup. It's like he wants to draw that defender, and he wants to prove that he's better than that defender when he shoots over that defender, and he's looking to just hunt down matchups playing one-on-one iso ball. It just hasn't been working. He's going back to his old habits. 52-48 through 2 quarters tonight here. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams on the channel. Jaylen Brown, 14 points. He's got 4 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal. Been excellent, setting the tone for this game right from the beginning. Luke Cornett, 12 points. 6 rebounds, 3 blocks, 4 steals. Fantastic. As much as you can ask for from Luke Cornett tonight. That's not a good sign for Jason Tatum. That Luke Cornett's the the number 2 scorer behind Jaylen Brown at halftime. That's not a good sign for Jason Tatum. He needs to step it up. 8 points by Jrue Holiday. 5 each by Derek White and Jason Tatum. I'm shocked here that Peyton Pritchard hasn't been in a groove tonight. He's been really good on night 2 of back-to-backs. Peyton Pritchard hitting a rut right now. Just 2 points tonight for Pritchard. 2 points, 12 minutes, 1 for 4 from the floor, 0 for 2 from the perimeter. So it's stunning that Pritchard hasn't been able to find his shot against the league's worst perimeter defense tonight. Hawks, 3 players double figures. Onyeka Okongwu, 12 points. 10 points by DeAndre Hunter, 11 by Dyson Daniels, and Trae Young's got 7, alongside 6 assists. Trae Young with 2 blocks. He's got 2 blocks. That's crazy. Like, I just looked at that. I'm like, am I reading that correctly? Trae Young, 2 blocks? Like, that's an issue. Like, the Celtics... Stunning. Stunning that Trae has 2 blocks against the Celtics team, where everybody else matches up taller than Trae, except for Pritchard out there. I get the Ravens. So yeah, I'm going to go Ravens over Lions in the Super Bowl. I've got the Celtics at 11 assists right now. So that's the total. I'll see if there's any quarter stuff. ESPN doesn't break it down by quarters. I don't know if NBA.com breaks it down by quarters. So Celtics with 11 assists, 13 assists by the Hawks. Yeah, I don't see any quarter breakdowns that they do. I wish I could get all that info. Like, I wish that the sports information person at the Celtics could just, like, send out all that info or so to this channel. That would be pretty cool. Hey, what's good, Ron? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you're like an actual announcer announcing the game in person, what happens during the breaks of quarters and the breaks of halves is that the sports information director prints out the whole box score statistic sheet, and then he or she brings it up to the broadcaster's booth, and the broadcasters are able to reference it and go by that. So it has the whole breakdown by quarter for everything, for all the stats, which is pretty cool. I know that they have the quarter breakdown gets posted on Basketball Reference for the box scores for every single game. I've never seen a quarter breakdown statistically on ESPN. They just do it by the full game box score, but over on Basketball Reference, I know at the end of the game they upload it, and they upload the quarter box score for every single quarter. What's good, Ian? Welcome in. The Hawks are up by 4 right now, and the Celtics were looking real good to begin. Boston led by 12, 33-21 at the end of the first, but in the second quarter, their offense just completely got stagnant and is reverting a lot of back to their old habits and not moving the ball well. That ball is just stopping, and just Not a good offensive showing. The turnovers have been a part of the issue, too. They had just 1 turnover in the first quarter. They've got 6 turnovers in the second quarter. Yeah, nothing recently or so. I got an email a couple of days ago. It was the day of the game. That kid posted in the broadcaster's email that gets sent out to the broadcasters saying around 6 hours before the game, hey, I can't make it tonight. Can somebody take this game for me? On a weekday when everybody's working. Just unbelievable. Like there's broadcasters out there that what they do. So some of the places that I work for, all the places are different. Some of them go by, they reach out to the broadcasters one by one and have them take certain dates for games. That's some of the schools, but some of the other schools they work with, they just send out an email with a Google sheet and they send it out to like all the broadcasters at the same time, and then once that Google sheet gets sent out, all the broadcasters can sign up for whatever games that are on the schedule. The problem is that it's whoever opens up that email first just hogs all the games and signs up for a bunch of games. So what happened in the summer was that there was this other broadcaster that was trying to get a bunch of my broadcast dates and stuff, and he even had the balls to say to me, would you be willing to give up some of your dates so I could announce during those days? And I was like, no way, man. Like, I signed up for these games months ago, and then this dude has the balls to say and ask me if I'm willing to give up my dates. This is 1 week before the start of the season, and then he was not hired at first by a couple of the schools they work at as a broadcaster, and then eventually he was, like, later on in the season. So he wasn't hired in September, but then he was hired starting in November, and then he signed up at one of the schools for a bunch of games and hogged up everybody else's games. So instead of going out broadcasting, doing 2 college basketball games today, I had another weekend off because that person hogged up all the games and signed up for all the games before anybody else could. So what happens is that the broadcast falters. It's not as good quality as it should be. Like you guys know my style and everything. Like I'm out over here every single stream, busting my ass to become the best possible broadcaster ever. Whereas I'm doing like 4 or 5 streams a week or so to make sure that I can be in the best possible rhythm possible when it comes to announcing big games for in-person broadcasts at colleges that I work with. I've worked broadcasting games before, doing Division I games for a couple of conferences. I worked my way up to broadcasting games on ESPN Plus. And this kid had the balls to say to me, to ask if he could take some of my games when he was graduating college, and he had broadcast games for like only a couple of Division III games or so. Like he hadn't even been broadcasting high school games before or so. Like you have to work your way up. You can't be taking broadcast away from a broadcaster that works on D1 games when you've barely broadcast D3 games. And then I asked him, send me the demo reels that you have, because all the demo reels that I do, I have multiple demo reels per sport that I do. And I asked him for the demo reels. He gave me one demo reel that was only 5.5 minutes long. Like every single demo reel that I do is around like 12 minutes, and I do it per sport. And this kid put in like 5 or 6 sports in the 5.5 minute demo reel. And what he did for basketball, he did like 10 seconds of basketball. He did a slam dunk, and that was it. And then I told him, I was like, what you need to improve on your on your demo reel, I gotta see a jump shot, I gotta see a steal, I gotta see a deep 2 jumper, I gotta see a layup at the rim, I need to see a block, and all he included was a slam dunk. That was it. Like, I need to see, like, a full minute worth of a couple possessions to see how your feel is when you announce the game, and not, like, 5 seconds of you calling a basketball off dribble drive penetration and then a slam dunk. Like, there were only a couple words in there that he said. So, yeah. It's been quite interesting, nevertheless. I'll say that. What's good, Natasha? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yep, Celtics paid big bucks to make the shots, paid the hustle. They were hustling for loose balls, offensive rebounds in the first quarter. The second quarter, they reverted back to their old habits that they played against Toronto. Just really poor quarter. Jason Tatum severely lazy today. I asked the question earlier on in the stream, how many times have you guys seen Jason Tatum dive for loose balls? Dive and hit the deck for loose balls. We see it all the time with guys like Drew Holiday and Derek White, but, like, how many times can you guys recall out there that Jason Tatum's out hitting the deck, diving in a pile for a loose ball out there? Because it just hasn't really happened for him or so. You got to get down on that pile. You can't be the next Cam Newton out there when the championship's on the line in the Super Bowl. You fumble the football and then you back out of the pile. And we saw that one point in this game, midway through the second quarter, Celtics missed a shot and it sailed to the corner. Jason Tatum was the closest player to collect the rebound, and Tatum didn't hustle to pick up the offensive rebound in the corner. He just stood there and let the ball sail out of bounds. That ball is constantly getting stuck whenever Jason Tatum has had possession around the perimeter with it. This stream, by the way, is sponsored by GamesGo. GamesGo is a subscription-sharing platform that allows users to access subscription services at a lower cost by sharing accounts. Use my promo code EJPMU for my referral for discounts on the GamesGo app. GamesGo has their link posted in the description of my video. It's also pinned in the chat as well. It offers shared premium subscriptions for a lower monthly cost to websites such as the New York Times, Wall Street Journal, Grammarly, Duolingo, Deezer, Crunchyroll, DeepL, Perplexity AI, Grammar, UPDF, and Scribd. The New York Times deal for GamesGo is only $1.25 per month. That features The Athletic. That is much cheaper than a $1.99 subscription for just The Athletic, because The Athletic is included in the New York Times bundle for $1.25 a month. Also, the Wall Street Journal at $10.99 a month as well. That is much cheaper than its current subscription price. Check out GamesGo, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 5 years. Use my promo code EJPMU for my referral for discounts on the GamesGo site. The link is pinned in the chat, posted in the description of this video. Here we go. Back to action. Start to the third quarter. Hawks right to left on the with the basketball as the runner goes down by Trae Young to begin this third quarter. Celtics first possession left to right. Down by 6 right now. Luke Kornet. He's been excellent tonight. Bounce pass down low. There you got him. Jason Tatum soars up and puts Vic Krejci on the poster as he dunks it home with a right-handed flush. Great assist there by Luke Kornet. Luke Kornet been a positive plus in this game tonight. Runner by Daniels at the baseline. Swooshes it. High arcing 2 off that runner. Celtics going to get back and contest defensively. Holiday starts off the third quarter. Also, Jaylen Brown, Luke Kornet, Derek White, Jason Tatum. Holiday's bounce pass stolen away. Johnson dumps it off to the trailer. Okongwu throws it down with a left-handed finish. 8-point lead right now for Atlanta. Celtics got to get their heads back in the game. White around the perimeter. Sends it over to Brown, top of the key. Jaylen Brown, he's got 14 right now. Jaylen dribbles up, drives, kick out to the wing. White, catch and fire three, right on point, delivers. Derek White, second made three of the night right there from the perimeter. Derek White answering the call finally. 8 points now for White. 5 rebounds, 2 assists. And the Hawks turn over the basketball. Celtics will have it back with a little bit of momentum right now. Double dribble charge to Trae Young past midcourt. And Trae is frustrated at the referees about that call. Celtics will have it back. Boston possession. White at the left wing. Sends it over to Cornette, top of the key. Cornette, guarded by Capella, moves it off to Tatum. Tatum, one-on-one, taking on White. This is a mismatch here. Tatum dribbles up. Tatum drives on Young. Tatum, down low, stays with it. Tatum floats it up. He got it to go. Good for 2. Nobody there for that loose ball. And then nobody there for the Celtics in the defensive side of the floor transition. Trae Young the assist underneath to Jalen Johnson behind the defense to flush it through. 5-point lead for the Hawks. Celtics with it once again. White sends it on top to Cornette. Cornette, hand off to Tatum. Tatum dribbles up to the elbow. Bounce pass underneath off to Holiday. Blew the open layup. Oh my goodness. Drew Holiday wide open and he couldn't convert on that one. Young, lob down low. Johnson, perfect position. Right past Brown, scores for 2 more in a defense. Reverting back to its old habits. Struggling with a pick and roll right now as Atlanta leads by 7. Timeout on the floor by Joe Mazzulla. 62-55. 9:39 left to go in the third as we head to the timeout. Rough defense by Boston. They are getting burned back in their transition defense. Started off this game in the first quarter. Celtics led points in the fast break 17-5. And throughout the second quarter and beyond, it's been the Hawks 5-2 on points on the fast break. Celtics also drilled 5 threes in the first quarter ever since the second quarter and the third now combined. They've made just 1 3. That was Derek White a couple minutes ago to start off this third quarter. Celtics just 6 for 24 from the perimeter, 25%. And they're going up against the league's worst defense tonight, defending perimeter threes. Atlanta, 5 for 15, 33% from three-point range, 51% from the floor. The Celtics back to their old habits, stagnant basketball, 38% shooting, with just 13 assists and 8 turnovers. Pacers up against the Sixers, 61-59. One game has gone final tonight. The Suns able to outlast the Pistons, 125-121. College basketball. Here's a shocker early on. Boston College leads Duke 20-17. Ole Miss, Mississippi State going into overtime, 74-74. St. John's blowing the doors off Seton Hall, 17-4. Texas A&M up against they take on each other in around 4 minutes. That was the St. Thomas Denver score right above. But games going on throughout college hoops today. Auburn survived at Georgia, 70-68. West Virginia took down Iowa State, 64-57. Alabama in a shootout win over Kentucky, 102-97. Florida crushed Texas, 84-60. Florida looks like they could go really far in the tournament. Stunner today in Vandy. Vanderbilt upset Tennessee, 76-75. And Xavier took down Marquette, 59-57. A lot of close games today. Creighton also upset UConn on the road today for Creighton at UConn. Seven-point game right now. Trae Young, 9 points, 9 assists, 2 blocks. Celtics with possession down by 7. Drew Holiday on the floor with Tatum, Cornette, White, and Brown. That ball stops whenever Tatum has it around the perimeter. Right now, he does. Tatum, a lot of dribbling. Top of the key. Jacks up a 3. No good off the back rim. A rebound secured by Trae. Poor decision for Jason Tatum. 1 for 4 from 3. He's got just 9 points tonight, and a runner is good by Trae Young. 11 points now for Trey tonight. 9-point lead, largest one of the game for the Hawks. White at the right wing. Derek White sends it on top to Tatum. Tatum dribbles up, bounce pass behind his back, missed the mark to Cornet. It's a big U. It's a Trey Young steal. Daniels outside off the Trey. Celtics finally get back defensively. Trey will slow it down. Jason Tatum's killing this team right now. He is absolutely killing the team. Trey takes the three off the rim and out as Holiday secures the defensive rebound. 8:40 left to go in the third. Drew dribbles up to the left elbow. Step back three in the air. Drew, that came up short, partially blocked in his way up off a missed three. And Dyson Daniels has it up the floor. Daniels on top off to Johnson. Johnson tried to save it. It's going to be a backcourt violation. Couldn't save it in time. Tatum's having a really tough game tonight here. Celtics back with a possession, trailing down by 9. They're going to get the ball away from the hands of Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum wasn't getting many touches in the first quarter, and the results showed. The Celtics led at the end of 33-21 because Tatum wasn't a part of the offense in the first quarter. That was all relied upon Jaylen Brown. It's going to have to start becoming more reliant upon Jaylen Brown the rest of this game. White just missed the three. It goes back to the Hawks. Trey inside the key. Outside to the wing. Krejci, fall away. Came off the rim short. White collects the defensive rebound. Derek White tonight up to 6 total rebounds. On top finds Tatum. Tatum, spin cycle at the top of the key. Bounce pass White. White dribbles up inside. White, rudder around the rim and out. No good. Looking for the foul call. Couldn't get it. And the Hawks control the defensive rebound here. Trey, lob over the top. Deflected. Back into the hands to Krejci around the outside. Back over to Trey. Pull up three from the parking lot. Halfway down, rattled out. Holiday secures another defensive rebound. 6th rebound of the night for Drew. On the top to Tatum. Tatum dribbles, drives, right down the lane inside. Missed the layup, got fouled though. It's Clint Capella who picks up the shooting foul. Jason Tatum gonna earn his stripes here. Coming up at the free throw line, will shoot 2. See, that's what you can do if you drive, attack to the rim there for JT. Keep on doing that, bud. Instead of settling for 3. He's gonna have to earn his stripes here with 2 shots to the line. 9 points tonight for Tatum. 2 free throws for Jason Tatum. First free throw, got it. He's up to 10 finally for JT. What's good, Crystal? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Raul, welcome in. Hopefully we'll have some more positivity here from the Celtics tonight. Still got a long way left to go. You got to attack and play downhill, though, if you're Boston. Second free throw is good. Last game, I love this style. They were playing downhill last game, and eventually it opened up the three-point shooting. They've reverted back to their old habits. They're relying too much around the perimeter, settling for way too many threes. Hawks with possession, up by 7. Clint Capella at the right wing perimeter, handoff to Trey. Trey drives down the hill, swings it outside. Krejci into the hands to Jalen Johnson. 7 minutes left to go in the third. Jalen Johnson dribbles, attacks, floats up a shot at the low block, couldn't convert. And the referees roll it a shot clock violation either way. Couldn't get it off in time. It's a turnover charge to Atlanta. 6:50 left to go in this third quarter here. Signs of life for the Celtics. Got to score the ball if you're Boston now. Jason Tatum puts the ball into the hands to White. Tatum, White, Brown. Holiday and Cordet at the 5 of the floor. Tatum, bounce pass underneath. Cordet soars up, gets fouled. And 2 free throws coming up at the line for Luke Cordet. Finally, we see Jason Tatum inside start to play make. That play developed from the outside. Derek White, the bounce pass in the middle off to Tatum to the backdoor cutting Cordet, who got fouled from the backside. So 2 free throws coming up here at the line for Luke Cornet. And the first one's good. Trailing by 6 now. DeAndre Hunter checks in. Bogdanovic comes in. Trey Young will take a seat on the bench for the Hawks. Hey, what's good? Seagull, welcome in, brother. Thanks for joining in. We got a bunch of people pouring into the stream here at 250 plus. If you guys are new to the channel, keep on smashing the thumbs up. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Helps out this channel a ton. Being found on YouTube. Cornet missed the second free throw. Tip to Hunter for the defensive rebound. Hawks by 6 with possession. Vic Krejci Guarded by Holiday around the perimeter. Bounce pass to the top. Capella moves it off to Krejci down low. Underneath off to Capella. Lost it. Stolen inside the key by Cordat. Celtics with it. Derek White up the floor. White moves it out to the right wing to Tatum. Tatum dribbles back out to the edge of the midcourt logo. Tatum off the screen set by Cordat. Tatum dribbles, drives, penetrates the rim. Tatum off the back rim twice, able to bounce in. It is good for 2. It's a 4-point game right now. That's what happens when you attack the rim there for Jason Tatum. Starting to get going. He's up to 13. Down low, it's Capella who scores the bucket. 66-60. Celtics with the possession. Holiday at the left wing across the floor to Cornet. Cornet lobs it outside to Tatum. Tatum off the screen set by Cornet. Tatum at the right wing. Tatum dribbles up. Tatum low block, floats it up over the top. Cornet taps it in for 2 more. Jason Tatum starting to play make as well. Attacking, getting to the rim, been the difference maker for JT. Vic Krejci gets past Brown. Bounce pass outside to Daniels. Daniels launches the 3 off the rim short. Jaylen Brown collects the defensive rebound. Derek White up the floor now. Only down by 4. White sends it off to Tatum. Tatum been a hot hand ever since he's attacked the defense. He'll try it again. Tatum, pocket pass, Cordat. Kick out, corner 3, Derek White. Oh, he's got it. Bang, bang, Derek White. He is back tonight, baby. It's a 1-point game. Timeout on the floor for the Hawks. Derek White stepping up in a major way tonight. He has got 11. That's his third made 3 tonight for DW. Huge. Absolutely huge. Derek White came into this game drilling 11 threes in the 2 previous meetings against the Hawks back in November. But Derek White, for the last 5 games, have been struggling so much from the perimeter and needed this production tonight. And he has got it tonight for Derek White. Big time. 1-point game right now. Celtics starting to flow because Jason Tatum has started to drive, attack, play downhill, and start to become a playmaker when he starts to drive and kick it out to shooters like Derek White. 4 players in double figures. 15 points by Luke Cordat. He is the top scorer for the Celtics tonight. Let that sink in right now. Luke Cornet. He is not only the top scorer, he is tied for the top scorer in this game. Luke Cordat. 15 points, 6 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds. Joe Mazzulla is going to play this man more. I know Porzingis has been great offensively. Porzingis is missing tonight. But in terms of like Al Horford's minutes and Luke Cornet, those need to be distributed more towards Cornet in the future. He's been so key in the offensive glass for him. And even if it doesn't show up in the stat sheets, it's called tipping it out to teammates, which has also been a key itself too. If he can't come up with an offensive rebound, he's tapping it back out for a whole new 14 in the shot clock for offensive rebounds by his teammates. 15 by Cornet with 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals, and 2 blocks tonight. 14 points by Jaylen Brown, 13 by Tatum, up to 4 assists. 11 points by Derek White, drilling 3 threes, plus 6 rebounds for White tonight. Yeah, Pritchard has barely played. He's going to check in right now. He hasn't played since the early stage of the second quarter. Yeah, I thought he would go off tonight for Pritchard. He has yet to do that, but we'll see if he is able to become the X factor rest of this game. Peyton Pritchard just checked in right now. His numbers suggest that he's going to have a big game. And once he hit his first shot from the floor in the first minute he checked in, I thought that he would have a huge game tonight, but he has only scored 2 points tonight off the bench for Pritchard. He's played 12 minutes. Peyton Pritchard is back in right now. And the Hawks have possession. Up by 1 for Atlanta. 10-2 run, last 2 minutes and 20 seconds for the Celtics. Under 5 minutes left to go in the third. DeAndre Hunter spots up for the 3 over White. Missed off the back rim, no good. Tipped up to Pritchard for the defensive rebound. Celtics with a Pritchard. Full court outlet ahead. Off to Derek White behind the defense. He scores. Up and in off the backboard. Derek White started takeover. 5-zip run by White. 13 points tonight for White. Top of the key here for Trey. Trey dribbles up. Runner at the free throw circle. Missed off the back rim, no good. Tip to the corner to Hunter for the offensive rebound. Dyson Daniels, guarded by White, gets right past him. Shovel pass underneath Okongwu. No good. Great box out there by Sam Hauser as he collects the defensive rebound. 5 on the floor look like this for the Celtics. Derek White, Jason Tatum, Sam Hauser, Peyton Pritchard, and Nehemiah Queta. Top of the key here with Hauser. Hauser slides it off to his left. White pull up from the parking lot. Derek White, no good. Around the rim and out. Don't mind that shot, though, with space around the perimeter. He's been a hot hand recently. Daniels gets around Tatum. Kick out to the corner. Deflected out of bounds off White. White was so close to picking that off, taking it the distance. He read that ball perfectly, just was unable to track it down completely. Sailed off his fingertips out of bounds. So Drew Holiday right now is out. So he's on the bench currently as Drew. It's White, Tatum, Queta, Hauser, and Pritchard, the 5 on the floor. And also Cordat is on the bench alongside Holiday as well. Bench points is 29-4 in favor of the Hawks as the Hawks just scored 68-67. Celtics with possession, 3:30 left to go here in the third quarter. Tatum, as away from the basketball, the Hawks pick up a foul. Tatum stepped into an open 3, splashed it. It will not count. Bogdanovic away from the basketball, holding up Queta, picked up a personal foul. That's now the third team foul for the Hawks this quarter. Celtics with 0 as a team in this third quarter for personal fouls. Celtics with an inbound. Derek White. He has got 13 points tonight. White, guarded by Trae Young at the top of the key. White jacks up the 3 over Johnson late on the switch. Missed off the rim, no good. Okongwu secures the defensive board. Hawks with possession. Bogdanovic towards his right. Hand off to Trae at the top of the key. This game is going well under the 238 over-under for the point total tonight in this game. Missed 3 at the left wing by Jalen Johnson. Celtics able to control the defensive rebound. Boston is stagnant once again. 3 minutes left to go. Tatum at the top. Tatum lost the handle. Got it back. Tatum off the screen set by Queta. Tatum. A lot of dribbling around the perimeter. Tatum. Oh, it's a big U. He lost it. Fumbled the basketball as it goes out of bounds off Jason Tatum. Too much dribbling there by Tatum results in a horrific turnover. Hawks have it back. 14 turnovers by Atlanta. Celtics just picked up their 10th. Trae Young at the left wing perimeter. He's guarded by White, 101. Trae, crossover, dribbles up to the elbow, floats it up over the top. Okongwu missed the alley-oop jam off his fingertips. Went over to cylinder. White came down with the basketball. White lobs it up over the top to Queta. Queta able to come down with it. The defense pressing hard, though, for the Hawks. Kick out corner, open 3. Hauser, no good. Halfway down, spun around the rim, and it spit it right out as he couldn't send down the 3 ball by Hauser. Bricked 3 off the back heel, missed by Bogdanovic. Celtics with a rebound by Tatum. Both of these teams can't score. 2 minutes left to go in the third. Tatum bringing it up slowly as he brings it up past midcourt. Tatum at the top of the key off the screen set by Queta. Tatum steps into a 3 and he splashes it. Bang, bang by Jason Tatum. 2-point lead for the Celtics. Tatum got 16, now the top scorer in the game. Jalen Johnson, no good off the glass. Battle for the rebound. Queta rips it away from Okongwu for the defensive rebound by Queta. Here goes Pritchard. Outside finds Tatum. Tatum at the top. Tatum towards his left. Tatum playing iso ball. Tatum jacks up the 3. Oh, he got fouled. Jason Tatum gonna shoot 3 coming up here at the free throw line. Terrible foul charged to Atlanta. As Tatum gonna get credited 3 free throws. It's on Okongwu as he gets Tatum's shooting hand on a 3-point shot attempt. Tatum will have 3 free throws. First one's good, right down the middle. Big third quarter by Boston, outscoring Atlanta 23-16, 24-16. He buries the next one. Tatum will have a third at the line. He's got 18 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal tonight for Jason Tatum. Third free throw. All of them's good. Jason Tatum, perfect 3 for 3 that trip at the free throw line. Celtics by 5. Celtics up 25-16 in the third quarter box score, part of an 18-4 run in the last 6 minutes. The defense has come alive. Trey takes the 3 over White, and the referees will blow the whistle. Roll this on Derek White on a reach and follow. That's the first, or for Derek White tonight, that's now his third. That's his third personal foul charged to Derek White. Both teams with 4 personal fouls in the third quarter. Closing out at the end of the third. Johnson underneath, blocked by Hauser, and now they'll get their 5th foul charge to Boston. So this will be bonus free throws rest of the stretch, remaining part of this quarter for the Hawks here. Jalen Johnson was followed by Keita. Keita's going to be careful. Really careful by Keita. Keita, number 2, big tonight. No Porzingis, no Horford. 4th personal foul tonight charged to Keita. He's only got 2 points, but 3 rebounds tonight for Keita, playing 12 minutes alongside a steal and a block. Jalen Johnson just made the first one. Second free throw is good as well. 73-70. Minute 7 left to go in the third. So Keita in some big foul trouble. 4 personal fouls by him. Derek White's got 3. Tatum at the top of the key, dribbles towards his left around the perimeter. Tatum's guarded by Okongwu, 1-on-1 on the outside. Tatum playing the ISO ball. Tatum now attacks, swings it out to the wing. Pritchard, pull-up J from the parking lot. He hits it. Peyton Pritchard, 29-footer. Bang, 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 baby, for PP. There's one of them tonight. 21-6 run for the Celtics. Trae Young, top of the key, 3 got blocked here. Tatum came up with a basketball, forecourt outlet ahead, and Sam Hauser, oh, he blew the slam dunk. You gotta be kidding me. Sam Hauser on a full court outlet by Tatum missed a wide open slam dunk in transition. Bogdanovich picked up a personal foul. This will stay Celtics basketball as Hauser missed a dunk in transition. Inbound goes to Pritchard. Pritchard bumped into and fouled. 29 seconds. (76-70). Peyton Pritchard at the free throw line now. That's part of the bonus. That's their 5th for the Hawks as a team foul this quarter. So Peyton Pritchard's going to shoot 2 shots now at the free throw line. Hey, thanks so much for the update there, Siegel. So Chiefs, they beat the Texans today. 23-14. And the Lions Commanders, that game started 7-3 Lions. Thanks for the update there, Siegel. Appreciate it. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Well, what a game here tonight. Big third quarter by Boston. First free throw is good by Pritchard. Celtics are outscoring the Hawks 30-18. Right now in this third quarter, Pritchard nails the second free throw. 78-70. Trae Young crosses midcourt. Down by 8 for Atlanta. It's been a roller coaster of a game tonight. Celtics, largest lead in this one. It has been by 9. Largest lead, or been by 12 at one point at the end of the first. Largest lead for the Hawks, it was by 9. Open up the bank right there. Trae Young, cha-ching, buries a 3. Celtics final possession to close out the third. Tatum at the right wing. Tatum kick out to the wing. White floats up a tough shot, no good, as it was off balance at the buzzer. Missed off the back rim. And we close out the end of the third quarter. 78-73. Hopefully you bet the under for the total points tonight for this game, as there was a bunch of points up for grabs for the over-under at 238.5. This one is going well under that tonight. In the 70s through 3 quarters, 78-73, as we close out the end of the third. What a battle tonight. Make sure to type in the chat who you guys are rooting for, who you guys are taking. Type it in. Celtics, Hawks. Make sure to put it out in the chat here. What a game. Welcome in. Got a bunch of people pouring in. Thanks so much for joining in for the Philippines here. Legendary. You guys are awesome from the Philippines. Martinog, welcome in from the Philippines. Hail you, welcome in on the stream. The family channel. We got Yo on the stream. Welcome on board. William, Andy, welcome everybody tonight here for this one. $12 minutes left. Yeah, low scoring indeed. Welcome back, Ron, back on the channel for this one as we're down to the final 12 minutes left to go. Jason Tatum starting to come alive, taking the ball to the rim and starting to drop down buckets and starting to play make as well. 19.6 rebounds, 5 assists by Tatum. 15 points by Luke Cornett. He's been huge tonight. By the way, Celtics are perfect. Last 2 years with Luke Cornett when he started. Perfect 10-0. This season, Luke Cornett started now 4 games. The Celtics are a perfect 3-0 with Luke Cornett as a starter. 15.6 rebounds, 5 of those offensive rebounds by Cornett. 14 points by Jaylen Brown, 13 by Derek White. And White's made 3 threes tonight, growing once again from the perimeter. Peyton Pritchard's up to 7. Drew Holiday's got 8. Hawks leading scorer, 15 points by Dyson Daniels. 14 points, 10 assists tonight for Trae Young. 15 turnovers, though, by Atlanta. 10 by Boston. Celtics leading fast break points, 19-7. Leading offensive rebounds, 12-8. Total rebounds tied, 38-38. Boston has made 3 threes greater than the Hawks. 9 made threes for the Celtics. Hawks with just 6 made threes tonight. Hey, enjoy the rest of your night, Jeffrey. Thanks for joining back in, man. Here we go. Back to action. Start to the fourth quarter. 5-point lead for Boston. Boston with possession. Left to right on the court for the Celtics. Atlanta leads bench points 29-9. Holiday lob down low. Brown turned around. No good. Missed off the rim short. And Okongwu controls the defensive rebound. 5 on the floor for the Celtics look like this to start off the fourth. Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Neemias Queta, Peyton Pritchard, and Sam Hauser as we have a tie-up on the floor. Trae Young gets tied up with, and this will be a jump ball at the free throw circle. I believe it's Queta who tied him up. Yeah, Queta's going to be going up for the jump ball alongside Trae Young. Yup, Queta tied him up. It's going to be Queta and Trae going up for the jump ball. Queta's around a foot taller than Trae. Queta and Trae going up for this jump ball at the Hawks free throw circle. And the Celtics by Queta tips it over to Holiday. But the referees blow the whistle and they'll have to retip. Yeah, they'll have to retip again. Not everybody was set in the right direction here, so they're going to retip it here. Queta and Trae, second time at the Hawks free throw circle. Queta tips it to the wrong player. It's Garrison Matthews who came up with a tipped ball as Queta tipped it to the wrong uniform. Garrison Matthews hands it over to Trae. 32-footer off the rim, no good. Missed by Trae on a ridiculous pull-up 3, and Pritchard collected a defensive rebound. Pritchard slides it off to the wing. Hauser looking to get in on the action. He jacks up a 3, missed off the back rim. Krejci with a defensive board. Trae Young at the top, down by 5. Moves it off to Matthews. Steps into the 3. Around the rim and out. This is turning out to be a 3-point shooting contest, and Hauser controls the defensive rebound. Celtics with possession. Peyton Pritchard, guarded by Vic Krejci, gets right past him towards his left open 3. Pritchard! Oh, he makes it look easy. Peyton Pritchard from downtown nails the triple. 81-73 in a flash just like that. He's got 10 all of a sudden. Second made 3 tonight for Pritchard. A Trae down low. Runner connects on it. Peyton Pritchard going to see if he can take over this fourth quarter. Pritchard once again building confidence. He's guarded by Vic Krejci on a mismatch. Brown sets the screen. Pritchard towards his left. Pritchard at the right wing. Lobs it off to Brown. Brown one-on-one takes on Jalen Johnson. Jaylen Brown dribbles, drives, attacks the paint, blocked, but he comes up with it right back and he throws it down with authority with a right-handed finish. Jaylen Brown, no quit tonight there as he gets the bucket. Celtics by 8, turnover. Jaylen Brown collects the steal. Here goes Jaylen up the floor. Pritchard, easy layup. Peyton Pritchard with 12 all of a sudden. And a timeout taken on the floor by Atlanta. Peyton Pritchard, you the man, brother, you the man. Celtics getting going. Let's go. Peyton Pritchard, major X factor on night 2 of a back-to-back, averaging 22 points per game, shooting 60% from the floor and 53% from 3 on night 2 of a back-to-back. And he has got now 12 points. We had 2 points in the first 3.5 quarters. Peyton Pritchard all of a sudden has scored 10 points in the last 4 minutes in the game for elapsed time for him. Celtics by 10. They've got now 5 guys in double figures. Just an absolutely beautiful game. All around tremendous basketball to come on back in this one here. And they look hungry. They haven't been great from 3, but forcing turnovers. The story of this game has been turnovers. And they're racking up the steals tonight. 12-6 steals in favor of Boston. 20-7 points off turnovers for the Celtics, scoring those points tonight. Points on the fast break, 21-7 in favor of Boston. Forcing turnovers. Numbers transition. They've done it multiple times tonight. This stream is sponsored by Games Go. Games Go is a subscription sharing platform that allows users to access subscription services at a lower cost by sharing accounts. Use my promo code EJPMU for my referral for discounts on the Games Go site. The Games Go link is posted in the description of this video. It's also pinned to the chat as well. Games Go offers shared premium subscriptions for a lower monthly cost to multiple websites. That includes the New York Times for $1.25 a month. That also features The Athletic, which is a sports news website behind a paywall, which typically costs $1.99 a month for subscribers. But with a New York Times bundle over on Games Go, you'll get a great deal of just $1.25 a month. Also brand new to Games Go is the Wall Street Journal subscription, $10.99 a month. That is much cheaper than the current subscription there on the current Wall Street Journal page. Games Go offers that for a discounted price. And also other apps included on Games Go for a discounted price include Grammarly, Duolingo, Deezer, Crunchyroll, DeepL, Perplexity AI, and newly is 3 other sites as well: Gamma, UPDF, and Scribe. Check out Games Go, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 5 years. Use my promo code EJPMU. The link is pinned in the chat. It's also posted in the description of this video. 10-point lead for Boston. 10 minutes left to go even. Hawks with possession. Top of the key, Dyson Daniels. He dribbles out, floats up the runner, and able to bounce in for 2. 85-77 now. Points in the paint tonight in this game. It's the Hawks by 8 currently, 44-36. Celtics have outnumbered the Hawks +3 in three-point make. Celtics are 10 for 37 from the perimeter. Hawks are 7 for 26. Pritchard launched the 3, missed off the rim, no good. Defensive rebound hauled in by Atlanta. Atlanta looking to run with it. Vic Krejci with a 3. He buries it. 5-point game, 5-zip run for the Hawks here. Celtics looking to get back to what was working last couple minutes. Racking up forced turnovers, stealing the basketball, playing tough defense, going on fast break transition. Jaylen Brown going to attack the paint. No good, missed off the glass. Tough shot there by Jaylen as the Hawks collected the rebound with Jalen Johnson. Johnson at the top, looking to move it off around the perimeter. Slides it off to his right to Daniels. Corner 3 in the air. Missed off the mark. No good by Okongwu. Rebound control by Pritchard. Pritchard, he's got 12. Searching for more. Pritchard at the elbow. Pritchard guarded by Garrison Matthews. 1-on-1. Here goes Pritchard. Dribble. Drive. Inside Pritchard. 2 more. Up and enough. The backboard for Peyton Pritchard. 14 right now for Pritchard. 87-80. He's got 7 this quarter. He has poured in 12 points in the last 6 minutes of court time for Pritchard. Jumper. Johnson, no good. Rattled out. Tipped in for 2 by Okongwu. Celtics by 5 once again. Brown moves it off to Pritchard. Pritchard been a hot hand recently. I had said in the pregame he would drop 20. On around the perimeter, Cada had it stripped. Pritchard, right place, right time. Came down with the basketball. Bounce past Brown. Brown turns the corner underneath. Brown blocked from behind. Got it back. Double team. Brown gets clobbered. And wow. The referees rolled it a tie-up. Okongwu and Jaylen Brown going to jump it up here at the Celtics free throw circle. Wow. Wow. You sure it's not a shooting foul there? Jaylen Brown pleading his case to the officials. Bro, my whole wrist just got destroyed right there. And he gets the no call by the refs as the refs roll the tie up. Okongwu and Brown will jump it up here at the Celtics free throw circle. And this jump ball gets tipped over to Atlanta. Saved down the near side by Garrison Matthews. Hawks with possession. Dyson Daniels turns the corner, gets past Hauser, kick out. Wide open three, near side corner. Vic Krejci, he buries it. It's only a 3-point game. They're going to roll to 2. His foot was on the 3-point line. I got to see that once again. They're not going to show the replay. They're going to cut straight to a commercial break. His foot was on the 3-point line right there. That should have been a 3 all day long. Wide open shot from the near side corner, and it was rolled to 2. As his foot was on the 3-point line for Vic Krejci. That could come back to bite the Hawks tonight. That's the difference between winning and losing this game right there. That should have been a 3 all day long. Drive, kick to the corner. Wide open shot attempt. And he took it as a 2. Both feet were not behind the 3-point line. So instead of 87-85, it's 87-84. I'd go Kings for that one. Wizards are actually taking on the Warriors. I would go Warriors tonight over the Wizards. The Wizards are 1-15 on the road. So the chances of the Wizards winning that game are very slim. So Wizards taking on Golden State tonight. Pacers up against the Sixers, 91-82. Golden State leads Washington 18-17. And one game has gone to final this afternoon. That was the Suns who beat the Pistons 125-121. Also, NFL playoffs. Kansas City Chiefs moving on. The Chiefs beat the Texans 23-14. And then the Washington Commanders, they just scored as the Commanders lead early second quarter against the Lions 9-7. Yeah, I would take Golden State all day there over Washington. That would be a major shock if Washington beats Golden State tonight. I know Toronto took down Golden State last week, but Washington has won the game on the road this year for them. That's a tough task for a very young team. $87-84, 7:38 left to go in the fourth quarter. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yeah, I would go Kings right there, Jason. So I would take the Kings right there all day. The Kings have really improved recently. I think they're 7-2 in their last 9 since the head coach Mike Brown got fired. They've been playing some really good basketball recently for them. That's a game that Sabonis should go off against. The Wizards, I believe the Wizards are dead last in rebounding. And Sabonis leads the league in rebounds. That's a game that he's going to have a ton of rebounds in. 3-point lead for the Celtics. Derek White on the floor. Peyton Pritchard, Jaylen Brown, Luke Cornett, and Jason Tatum. Derek White at the left wing. Moves it off to Tatum. Edge of the midcourt logo here for JT. Cornett sets the screen. Flings it out left wing. White touch pass corner. Jaylen Brown elevates for the 3. Missed off the back room. No good. Krejci collects the defensive rebound. We're down to 7:15 left to go. Bogdanovich around the perimeter. Sends it over to Okongwu. Hand off to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich inside the key. Sends it out to the corner. Garrison Matthews. His 3 came up short. Offensive rebound controlled by Capella. Blocked from behind by Cornett. Not clean though, according to the referees, as Luke Cornett fouled Clint Capella from behind, and this will lead to free throws. This is 87-84. My scoreboard from time to time glitches back to a previous score. So Clint Capella will shoot 2 at the free throw line. First one no good, around the rim and out. DeAndre Hunter checks back in. Down to 7:01 left to go. And if you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe if you guys are new. Hey, what's good? Victor, welcome in. James, thanks for dropping by as well. Rand's in the stream, welcome on board. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win this one tonight here. Celtics or Hawks. Splitting the free throws at the line was Atlanta with Capella. Celtics with possession here. Tatum. Edge of the midcourt logo. Tatum had it stripped and lost it. Garrison Matthews with a steal. Chance to tie with a 2, and Tatum picks up a horrific foul as well. So this will lead to Garrison Matthews shooting 2 free throws. Terrible, terrible foul there by Tatum. He turned it over, and plus Matthews went in for a layup, and Tatum followed him. Yeah, I agree there, Helly. Welcome in. .646 left to go. First free throw was good by Matthews. It's a 1-point game right now. Cornette is on the floor with Tatum. Just trying to get the camera shot on my scene. Tatum, White, Brown, Cornette. There's a 5th player on the court as well. I believe that's Pritchard at the moment. Second free throw is good. Part of a 12-2 run by Atlanta. So this is what the Celtics 5 have on the floor currently. White, Cornette, Tatum, Pritchard, and Brown. That's the 5 of the court currently. Celtics with a possession. Dyson Daniels, Clint Capella, Bogdan Bogdanovic, DeAndre Hunter, Garrison Matthews, the 5 in the court. Trey is on the bench. So is Drew Holiday. Corner 3 missed off the mark by White. Offensive rebound tipped over to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, jumper, mid-range. Jaylen connects on it. Got it to go, and 1 at the free throw line for Jaylen Brown. Oh, yeah, just so strong there. Jaylen at the mid-block puts him a jumper right over. 1 defender, got it a drop 11, and 1 coming up. And he also gets credited for the offensive rebound. He got fouled by DeAndre Hunter. Jaylen's going to shoot the and 1. The free throw by Brown. Right down the middle. Celtics by 3. 90-87. Hawks with possession. Jaylen Brown tonight padding the stat sheet. 19 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Handoff to Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic crossover around the perimeter. Swings it out on top. Dyson Daniels launches the 3 around the rim and out. Brown collects the defensive rebound. Approaching under 6 minutes left to go. Jaylen jacks up a quick 3. No good. Around the rim and out as Capella controls the defensive board. Back and forth. Here we go. Hawks with possession, attacking the rim. Dyson Daniels drives right on Cornette, and he scores with a left-hand layup. What a game. Derek White with possession. Crosses midcourt, puts the ball into the hands of Brown. Brown off the screen set by Cornette. Brown at the right wing. He's guarded by Capella, 1-on-1. Around the perimeter, Brown thinking about a step back still. Will keep the dribble alive. Jaylen dribbles up, bumped into by Capella, and got fouled. It's going to be a reach-in foul charge to Clint Capella on the floor. Second personal foul for the Hawks this quarter. Both teams with 2 each for personal fouls. Foul trouble for individual players right now looks like this. Neemias Queta, 4 personal fouls. Derek White has 3. And for the Hawks, 3 personal fouls by Capella now. Everybody else with 2, 1, or 0. Inbound goes to Brown. Tatum sends it off to Brown, into the hands to Pritchard. Pritchard lights up a 3, and he drills it. Bang, bang, bang. Peyton Pritchard from downtown lets in another 3 rain tonight. 4-point lead for Boston. Peyton Pritchard stepping up huge right now in this game. Hunter around the perimeter, bumped into, elevates for the J. Off the back rim, no good. White secures the defensive rebound. I said in the pregame, mark my words, Peyton Pritchard, 20 points tonight. He's 1-3 from getting 20 points in this game. Jaylen inside the key, kick out to the corner. Bad pass got intercepted. Garrison Matthews came up with a steal. Under 5 minutes left to go. Hunter inside the key, runner over Brown. Got it a drop, good for 2. 93-91. Could come down to a buzzer beater tonight in this one here. Derek White crosses midcourt. 4.5 left to go. Into the hands to Tatum. Tatum at the left wing perimeter, guarded by Garrison Matthews on the outside. Tatum gonna dribble it back. He's got Pritchard wide open. Pritchard, a pull-up J from the parking lot. Oh yeah, he's got 20, baby. Peyton Pritchard, rock on there, folks. As he dials up a 30-footer from the parking lot, and he smashes it through from the greater Blue Hills. He's got 20 for PP. Jumper deep two. Goodbye, Hunter. 96-93, both of those guys, Peyton Pritchard, DeAndre Hunter, number 1 and number 2 in the 6th Man of the Year odds right now. Next stream will be on Monday. Celtics against Golden State at 5 p.m. Tatum, bounce pass off to Pritchard, sends it off to the corner. White catching fire, no good, missed the 3, tapped in by Luke Cornett for the 2. Celtics by 5, timeout taken on the floor by Atlanta. Luke Cornett, baby. Peyton Pritchard. Keep on going with my bets. Peyton Pritchard. Night number 2 of a back-to-back. If you bet on sports, don't bet your mortgage. Don't bet your house. Don't bet your yacht. Don't bet a hotel room stay. Bet pizza money on Peyton Pritchard. Over points, over made threes on night 2 of a back-to-back. 20 points, 4 made threes. Called it in the pregame that he would have 20. The numbers don't lie. He's averaging 22 points per game on 53% shooting from 3 and 60% from the floor on night number 2 of a back-to-back. The numbers ain't lying. This Thursday at the Lakers, bet Peyton Pritchard over points, over threes. You'll thank me later. Here's the days to know. Peyton Pritchard, night 2 of a back-to-back. This Thursday at the Lakers, 10 p.m. Nightcap. Wednesday, February 26th at the Pistons. Bet Peyton Pritchard over points, over threes. Thursday, March 6th against Philadelphia. Peyton Pritchard over points, over threes. Saturday, March 15th against Brooklyn. Peyton Pritchard once again. Same as Monday, March 24th against Sacramento. Over again. Same as April 9th at Orlando. You're going to want to smash the over again. Hawks just scored coming back from the timeout, 98-95 with 3:15 left. Tatum at the top. Tatum slices defenders. Tatum at the elbow. Kick out to the wing. White bounce pass off to Brown. Brown left baseline dribble attack shot. A throw down a dunk. And he missed it. No good over Okongwu. Loose ball scooped up by the Hawks in transition. Hunter inside the key. Dish outside for the tie. Trey off the back rim. No good. Tatum collects the defensive rebound. Celtics 5 on the floor. Tatum, White, Cornett, Pritchard, and Brown. Tatum, edge of the midcourt logo, brings along a double team, gets it away to Pritchard towards his left. 2:40 left to go. Pritchard at the top. 5 of the shot clock. Bounce past Tatum. Elevates for the 3. No good off the mark. Okongwu rips away the defensive rebound. 2:30 left to go. Hawks with possession. Trey on the floor with Dyson Daniels, Onyeka Okongwu, Jalen Johnson, and DeAndre Hunter as the Hawks score down low. It's Trey Young up and then off the glass for 2. 98-97, 2:10 left to go. Derek White has possession here, guarded by Trey Young, top of the key. Derek White, switch defended by Dyson Daniels, moves over to Tatum, jumper, 15-footer. Tatum again, missed off the back rim, no good. 2 straight misses by Tatum. Hawks collect the rebound, 2 minutes left. Atlanta with a possession. Trey, bounce pass off to Okongwu. Kick out corner for the lead. No good off the back rim, missed by Hunter. Rebound controlled by the smallest player on the floor, Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard, X factor here in the fourth quarter. Minute 40 left to go. Celtics with possession. Both of these teams breaking shots right and left. Jaylen Brown at the left wing. Minute 30 left to play. Brown, double team, gets it away off to White. Kick out corner. Pritchard, off fake. Pritchard drives. Dish outside. Brown tries a 3 straight away. Jaylen, no good. Rattled out. And a rebound secured by the Hawks. Who wants it? Right here, right now. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Minute 13 left to go. Trae Young at the right wing. Jacks up the 3. Oh, he's got it, and they lead. And a timeout taken on the floor by Joe Mazzulla. 198. Check that, no timeout. He didn't take the timeout. They're stopping here, looking at the monitor. They're going to look at the monitor here at a brief stoppage. Trae got the 3. Yeah, he was not fouled by Tatum. That did not look like a foul by Tatum there. They're looking at this to see if it's an and 1 for Trae Young. That's what is being looked at right now at the monitor. Minute and 8 left to go. This is being looked at the monitor to see, under review, if this is going to be an and 1 by Trae Young. 21 points, 10 assists. That did not appear to be a foul there, and it will not. So they call it as a common 3. No foul by Tatum from the perimeter, and the Hawks have a 2-point lead. Celtics, a Fuka Choka once again. You got a battle from behind. Final minute left to go. Jaylen Brown with a possession. Settling way too much from the perimeter. Here we go. Jaylen, crossover at the top of the key. Jaylen, guarded by Trae Young, 101. Jaylen, Brown's pass to the top. Derek White, spin cycle. White drives, attacks downhill. No good off the glass. He missed it. Oh, he got fouled. Derek White gonna shoot 2 shots coming up here at the free throw line to tie things up. 50 seconds left to go. Derek White's going to get 2 free throws as he got fouled over by DeAndre Hunter. DeAndre Hunter, the guilty party, called in the shooting foul. Derek White, 2 free throws. 4 personal fouls now for Atlanta this quarter, 2 by the Celtics. And White made the free throw. It's not going to count, though. Before Derek White attempted a free throw, Atlanta decides to call a timeout. Hawks decide to call a timeout. 198, 50 seconds left. Yeah, this is under review. This is under review right now in the shooting foul. So this is under review right now on the floor. The Hawks are challenging the shooting foul charge to DeAndre Hunter. Big call coming up here on the floor. Massive call. We got 50 seconds left to go. 50.7 left to go on the clock. The Hawks took a challenge. The challenge, this foul call committed by DeAndre Hunter. Derek White, if this call stands, he'll head to the free throw line, shoot 2 shots. And he will. So this challenge failed by the Hawks. Derek White will head to the free throw line and will shoot 2 free throws here. So it was indeed a foul called, charged on DeAndre Hunter. Derek White will have 2 free throw attempts. And they put back a little bit more time. 52.3 seconds left, so 2 more seconds got added. Derek White, 2 free throws at the line. Pressure free throws. And he has been struggling recently, but starting to move up in the right direction. First free throw is good by White. 199. Derek White tonight has now got himself 14 points. Player prop tonight, it's a big one for those who bet on Derek White tonight. It's at 14.5. For most who took him out there for the over-under for his player prop. Here we go. Can he smash the over right here at 15? One more free throw by White. And it bounces in. It's good. 15 points tonight for Derek White. 100-100. Hawks with possession. Trae Young on the floor with Okongwu, Hunter, Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson. Celtics got Derek White, Jaylen Brown. Neemias Queta's out there right now. Jason Tatum and Drew Holiday. Neemias Queta's on the floor instead of Cornette. Here's an open three at the left wing. Missed off the mark. No good by Hunter. And Neemias Queta comes away with a defensive rebound. Oh, baby. Timeout on the floor by Joe Mazzulla. One timeout remaining for both of these teams. Neemias Queta with a clutch defensive rebound. DeAndre Hunter, wide open three, and he bricked it. The 6th man of the year, runner-up, bricked a three. But tonight, the 6th man of the year front runner, the reason why the Boston Celtics could very well win this game. 18 points in the second half, 20 points total. 4 made threes for the 6th man of the year front runner, Peyton Pritchard. And the 6th man of the year runner-up, DeAndre Hunter. 16 points tonight. A chance to get 19, and he couldn't. That's the difference between winning an award and losing an award, and we've seen it right there, right now, with our very own eyes. The Celtics will have the basketball. 33 seconds remaining. Hawks with 4 fouls. Celtics with 2 fouls. 1 timeout for each of these teams. Peyton Pritchard, 6th man of the year front runner. Back into the game, substitutes in here to provide instant offense. Looking for 23 tonight on a PP. 4 3-point shots made for Pritchard all in the second half. Inbound goes from White to Brown. Brown at the baseline, jumper deep two. Oh, he hits it. Jaylen Brown connects on it. 102-100. JB, you the man, brother. You the man. Atlanta burns a timeout. 5 seconds went off the clock. 28.7 seconds left to go. The Celtics lead 102-100. Jaylen Brown, baseline J, hand in the face, sticks it over to other Jalen Johnson. Big time shot, JB. You the man, baby. If you guys are doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Next stream will be on Monday, 5 p.m. Celtics against Golden State. Quick update for you guys for next week's streams. I will not be live next Wednesday and Thursday for the Lakers and Clippers streams. Those 2 games are late at night. I work early in the morning the next day, so I will not be live next week for the Lakers and the Clippers games. 28.7 seconds left. Hawks will have the basketball back, down by 2 with 28.7 seconds remaining. You guys, the real legends, MVPs out here in the stream. Celtics have their 5 set up on the floor. That is Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday, Derek White, and Neemias Queta. That's the 5 on the floor for the Celtics. Awaiting the 5 on the floor here for Atlanta, and it looks like this. Trae Young, Onyeka Okongwu, DeAndre Hunter, Jalen Johnson, and Dyson Daniels. Inbound goes to Okongwu around the perimeter. He is guarded by Tatum. Okongwu backs his way to the right wing. Okongwu, his pass. Oh, it's a terrible pass. Sails across the floor out of reach of Dyson Daniels. It's a turnover. Big ew by the Atlanta Hawks as they turn it over, and the Boston Celtics will get the basketball right back. That's now turnover number 16 in the game for Atlanta. Too much right there by Okongwu, and wow. Trae Young issued a technical foul, and Jason Tatum will get a free throw. Trae Young just got teed up. Jason Tatum heading to the free throw line for a technical free throw, and the Celtics will have the basketball, and Tatum buries the free throw. 103-100, 20.8 seconds left to go. Difference in this game, turnovers, and the Atlanta Hawks get the biggest of big U's in this one. 17 of those turnovers tonight. The Celtics, 20 points scored off of Hawks turnovers. Celtics look to get the inbound. White sends it over to Tatum. Up by 3. Tatum moves it up the floor off to Holiday. Out to the corner, double team. Gets it away off the Brown. And he lost it out of bounds. Far side of the floor, Jaylen Brown lost it in a hot tamale with 14 seconds left. It will go back to Atlanta. They could tie it up with a 3 right here. And the Celtics give a foul by Drew Holiday with 11 seconds. That's now their 4th personal foul as a team. Each team with 4 personal fouls. Always remember, always foul up late by 3. The Celtics are up by 3. They should be giving the foul here on this inbound. And what they want to do is hopefully force this ball into the hands of Okongwu, a poor free throw shooter. That's what you're looking for if you're the Celtics right now. You want this ball to not go into the hands of a player like Trae Young or Bogdan Bogdanovic. Bogdan Bogdanovic checks in for Dyson Daniels. You want this ball to be redirected off the inbound to Okongwu to force him to make free throws at the line. Okongwu's on the floor currently. Jalen Johnson, the inbound passer. Okongwu will now, I believe he's about to substitute out. They're looking to see who they can get substitutes here. 11 seconds remaining. Atlanta is still in the game, and Okongwu is just substituted out. The Celtics are going to have to follow here. They're up by 3. They're up by 3. Always remember to tail. When you're up by 3 points, always foul in the final seconds of a game if you're up by 3. Just don't foul on a shot attempt. That's the only thing. It's going to be directly off the inbound for a reach-in. 11 seconds left. Both teams with 4 personal fouls. Celtics by 3. And this will be Hawks basketball. Celtics with 1 timeout. Hawks are out of timeouts. Far side of the floor, Jalen Johnson will be the inbound passer. He'll be guarded by Keita off this inbound here. Johnson inbounds to Trae. Trae bumped into by Drew. Gets fouled with 9.7. And Trae Young will have to earn his stripes here at the free throw line. 2 free throws coming up there in the bonus. Trae Young, 2 free throws here at the line for Atlanta. 86.9% this season tonight. 1 for 1 for Trae. First free throw. Got it. 103-101. What a game. Got 900 plus watching. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Type in the chat who you guys want to win this one. Put it in Celtics or Hawks. Second free throw here at the line with 9 seconds remaining by Trae Young. Free throw number 2 is good, right down the middle. 103-102. We got 9.7 seconds left to go. White inbounds it off to Tatum. Tatum double teamed, and he got fouled. That was very, very close. Vic Krejci picked up the personal foul. Celtics will head to the free throw line here with 7.9 seconds. .9 seconds left. Celtics will head to the free throw line. Jason Tatum will have 2 free throws here in a bonus. Both teams with 5 personal fouls each over the limit. JT, 2 free throws, 7.9 seconds. First free throw by Tatum, right down the middle. Got it to go, 2-point lead for Boston. Garrison Matthews checks in. The Hawks need a sharpshooter to force overtime tonight, so they get Garrison Matthews in the game. Vic Krejci is also in as well. Tatum 80% this season at the line tonight. Perfect. 7 for 7 right now. Tatum. Big time free throw here coming up. Tatum. For a chance to put his team up by 3 here with 7.9 seconds. One more free throw by Tatum. Tatum at the line, second free throw. Tatum, oh no good, he missed it off the back rim. Atlanta comes out with a defensive rebound. Trae, pass midcourt. Trae jacks up the 3. And the Celtics pick up a foul by Drew Holiday with 3.5 seconds left to go. You gotta be kidding me. This game's about to go into overtime most likely. Drew Holiday picks up a poor personal foul, holding up Trae Young. He'll have 2 free throws coming up in the line with 3.5 seconds left to go. Ridiculous, you gotta be kidding me. And the first free throw he makes. Unbelievable. Here we go, this free throw to tie. 3.5 seconds remaining. The free throw to tie for Trae Young. He's got it right down the middle, and Joe Mazzulla gonna burn a timeout. 104-104. It ain't over till it's over. Jason Tatum definitely ain't him. Choking under pressure. The most overrated superstar in NBA history. Not only the NBA right now, in NBA history. That's Jason Tatum. So overrated. Can't drill a simple free throw when the game's on the line. JT. Come on, man. 3.5 seconds left. Celtics will have the basketball in a tie game coming up. This ball should go to Peyton Pritchard to win it. Peyton Pritchard is the sole reason why the Celtics are in this game to win it tonight. 20 points, 4 made threes, 18 points scored in half 2 by Peyton Pritchard. And here we go. We may have overtime tonight. 3.5 seconds left to go. The most overrated player in NBA history is Jason Tatum, in my opinion. Not in the entire NBA this season, because that is definitely him as well, but in NBA history, that's Jason Tatum. Can't make a simple free throw to go up by 3 when the game's on the line. White far side to inbound passer, lobs it over to Tatum. Tatum at the buzzer. Tatum one dribble. Tatum fall away. Missed it off the back rim. No good. We're going into overtime. 104-104. Jason Tatum choking up this one right here. OT we go. Because Jason Tatum can't get one simple point. I'm telling you how it is out there. I'm saying it how I mean it. And Jason Tatum is the most overrated player in the history of the NBA. Not this season with the entire NBA, but also in the history of the NBA. It's Jason Tatum. We put a new 5 on the clock. Let's use some appropriate language here on the stream. Like, I ain't taking that right now. I call it as I mean it. Every single stream here. Just ridiculous if you're going to make a comment like that. This game should have been won. You guys tell me, how many MVPs has Jason Tatum won? Nothing. Not in the NBA Finals, not in the Eastern Conference Finals. Hasn't won those MVPs. It was Jaylen Brown who was able to get him to a championship last year. Pressure moments and just couldn't bury it. Better redeem himself here coming up. He better go ahead and make this buzzer beater and win it. 104-104. Celtics 2-1 in overtime this year. The Hawks are 1-1. Left to right on the floor for the Celtics as we're about to begin this fourth quarter. This ball gets tipped up to the Hawks, who come down with it with Jalen Johnson as we start off the fourth quarter. Trae Young at the top of the key. Dribbles up, drives, working on Pritchard here. Sends it out to the elbow, into the hands to Johnson. Attacks inside the paint for two, up and through with a bucket. 106-104 to begin OT for the Hawks. 5 on the floor for the Celtics. Tatum, Brown, White, Pritchard, and Cornette. Top of the key with the White. Cornette got knocked down by Hunter. No foul. They're letting them play physical right now. White lost the dribble. White hits the deck with DeAndre Hunter. And I believe we're going to have this as a tie-up here. No, DeAndre Hunter gets called in the loose ball foul. So that's the first in overtime. Charged to Atlanta. Loose ball foul charged to DeAndre Hunter of Atlanta. So they have a fresh slate here at overtime for fouls. So fresh slate for fouls. That was the first personal foul committed, charged to Atlanta. Inbound goes to Brown. Brown's guarded by Trae at the right wing perimeter here. Jalen dribbles up at the elbow. Bounce pass to the top over to White. Launches the three. Derek White, he's got it, baby. Celtics take the 1-point lead. 107-106. DW came to play tonight here. Nailing his fourth made three of the game. Trae. Runner came up short. Okongwu saves it. Kick out corner. Three by Hunter. Missed off the rim. No good. White. Tatum battle for the rebound. Okongwu able to snatch it away from both of them as we have a tie-up here between Tatum and Okongwu. Oh, we get a little bit of pushing and shoving going on. And we get a huge scrum here with fighting between both of these teams here currently. Oh, baby. Jason Tatum in the middle of that with Okongwu. Some pushing and shoving. The referees had to come in. Separate that right now. 3:46 left to go. You like fighting in the NBA, Joe Mazzulla? Right here, right now. It ain't as big as the Tyler Hero moment this season. But yeah, we're ramping up the physicality, baby. Things getting real chippy right now. Got a bunch of people on the stream. 600 plus. If you're new on the channel, smash the thumbs up. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe. This is being looked at the monitor currently. I believe it's going to be a tie-up after all this settles out. I mean, they had two guys going up for the rebound, and Tatum was one of them, and Okongwu ripped it away. This is being looked at the monitor currently. So this is all being looked at the monitor with 3:46 left to go. Okongwu came out with an offensive rebound, ripped it away from Tatum. It was Tatum and Brown who were both fighting over the rebound there together. Who was going to get it? They came down with it together, and then Okongwu at the last moment came down, ripped it away from both of their hands, and then And then Tatum and Okongwu were going at one another there and had to get separated by the refs. So we're just awaiting to see if this will be tie-up, jump ball, or if this will be granted Hawks possession if it's rolled offensive rebound. So 3:46 left to go. This will be a jump ball between Tatum and Okongwu. So Tatum and Okongwu will go up for the jump ball at the free throw circle on the Hawks side of the floor. (107-106). Jump ball between Tatum and Okongwu. It is up. It's tipped over to White, who came up with a jump ball. Celtics have it. Celtics go left to right on the floor. This is the five that they have on the court here. Tatum, Brown, White, Pritchard, and Keita. Jrue Holiday's not on the floor currently. Tatum at the right wing, jacked up the three. Tatum, no good. Settling for three. ISO ball, missed the shot completely off the glass. Trey for the lead. Rattled out, no good. Tipped up. Tatum able to save the rebound, but he did step out of bounds with it. It will stay Hawks possession. 3:22 left. Hawks will get this inbound. Gotta show me right here, Celtics, that you want it more than anybody else. And that all starts with your superstar player, Jason Tatum. He needs to want this one in overtime. He had a game winner against Toronto earlier on this season in OT. Hunter got it blocked by Keita. Into the hands to Daniels as he floats it up over the top, scores for two. 108-107. Keita was out of the play, came back from the stanchion, tried to block it. He was a little bit too late over the drive by Daniels. Daniels got 19. Brown at the top, lost the handle. Brown luckily to save it though. Jaylen Brown hounded by DeAndre Hunter. Under 3 minutes left to go in overtime. Jaylen Brown switched here, guarded by Okongwu at the right wing. Jaylen drives, kick out to the wing. White launches a three. Derek White, baby, drills another one. DW finding his shot tonight. That's why you gotta keep a guy like Derek White out there. Here's a three, taken at the wing. Right back, it's good by Trae Young. 111-110. He loves road environments. Playing big right now for Ice Trae in his veins. 2.5 left to go. Derek White been the go-to here recently. White at the right wing. He's made 5 threes tonight. Sends it over to Tatum. Tatum at the top of the key. Stuck with the basketball. Moves it off to Brown. Elevates for the J. Swoosh! Jaylen Brown buries the three from downtown. Celtics by 2. Approaching 2 minutes left to go. Trae crosses midcourt. Young at the left wing perimeter. He is guarded off a double team. Slides it off to Okongwu. Inside the low post. Soars up. Got it a go. And one. Coming up in the free throw line. As Jaylen Brown goes down to hard. Absorbs some contact there. Went down to hard, crashing right next to the stanchion from Okongwu. And Okongwu got followed at the backside of this play over the top of Brown. As Brown came crashing down as he completely got bit off the little up fake by Okongwu. Okongwu finished over Jaylen Brown as Jaylen Brown took a hard fall down hitting the deck. And he is still down right now. Jaylen Brown is still down currently. 2 minutes left to play even in a tie game at 113. And Jaylen Brown still being attended to right now by the medical staff. Came down crashing hard on his forehead. Damn. Man, that's worrisome. That fall there by Jaylen Brown, that's really worrisome that he's He might have suffered a concussion. That's really worrisome. Came crashing down. His head also snapped too when he came down hard. He came crashing down in his forehead. I don't like the look there of that fall there for Jaylen Brown. He's going to stay in the game. Well, he's going to stay in the game here for Jaylen in overtime. Came crashing down. Oh. Yeah, he hit his forehead. Okongwu went for an up fake inside the paint. Jaylen Brown leaped up, and then Okongwu got Jaylen Brown to go after the up fake, and then Jaylen Brown went over the top of Okongwu, and then Jaylen got undercut down and landed on his forehead. The free throw was good by Okongwu on the and one. 114-113 Atlanta. 2 minutes left to go. Celtics with possession. Derek White, been a go-to recently in this game in overtime. He has drilled 2 quick threes in the OT session. White guarded by Daniels. Lobs over to Tatum. Tatum brings along a double team. Bounce pass White. Sends it off to the corner. Pritchard. Outside off to White. White up fake. Right baseline dribble. White moves it out on top. Tatum steps into an open 3. JT missed it. Completely open off the back rim. It pinwheeled around the Celtics' fingertips. Out of bounds as Caden nor White could save it. It's off Boston. It'll be Hawks basketball with 1:34 left to go. How's my take with Tatum being the most overrated player in the history of the NBA? What has he done in overtime? Nothing. Right now in this one tonight. Gotta do something here, JT. Bounce pass to Daniels. Daniels inside the key. Floats it up and he got it. Good for 2. 116-113. Derek White, far side of the floor. He's drilled 2 threes in OT. White guarded at the left wing perimeter by Trey. White guarded by Hunter around the outside. Moves it out to the top here. Tatum playing ISO ball. 1-on-1 guarded by Okongwu. Tatum 1-on-1 dribbles up. Drives downhill. Tatum to the rim. There you go. Finally up and in off the glass. Got it to go. Good for 2 for JT. I want you to prove me wrong, Tatum. Prove me wrong. Final shot. You better win it, baby. You better prove me wrong tonight. Trae Young at the top of the key. He's guarded by Kada here with 40 seconds left to go. 6 in the shot clock. Trae, crossover, step back, 3, rainbow. Came off the rim short. Tatum collects the defensive rebound. Here they go. Pritchard gives it over to Tatum. And before we have a timeout taken on the floor by Boston with 31 seconds left. 31 seconds left to go. JT, you better prove me wrong tonight. I love it when people prove me wrong. You gotta do it right here at the buzzer. You did it against the Raptors. You gotta do it tonight, man. Prove me exactly wrong. Best thing that you can do in the history of the game is redeem yourself. When you have a tough time in the fourth quarter, it's all about bouncing back in overtime. You're gonna bounce back here and prove me wrong here if you're JT. Peyton Pritchard, low-key, has been great tonight. 20 points, 7 for 11 from the floor, 4 for 7 from 3. He hasn't shot a shot attempt in a while. He could be a potential hero tonight if it doesn't go to Tatum. Tatum's got 23 points, 24 for Jaylen Brown. Pritchard's got 20. Derek White, 21. Derek White, last 3 games against the Hawks this season, including this one. 21, 31, and now 21 tonight. This is his matchup to thrive upon. He made 5 threes tonight for Derek White. He's drilled 2 of those threes in OT. 31 seconds left. Celtics get the inbound. White, Brown, Tatum, Kada, and Pritchard to 5 on the floor. Brown, dribble drive, attacks inside the paint. Brown got it blocked, got it back though. Brown, dish out inside the key. Bad pass, deflected, intercepted by Atlanta. Shot clock is turned off. They're going to have to give a foul, and the Hawks ended up burning a timeout. Derek White very close to giving a foul off a reach-in, but Atlanta did take the timeout. Okongwu got a piece of Brown's first shot attempt, and then Brown tried to thread the needle. Just bad pass Looking for Cada inside the paint. Bad pass there for Jaylen Brown. "19 seconds left. Drew's been on the bench for quite a bit of time. They've had Pritchard out there instead of Drew. So Pritchard has been receiving more minutes than Drew tonight. 32 minutes by Pritchard, 30 minutes by Drew Holiday. My apologies about the clock. It glitches from time to time. It's something wrong with the program. Or so it glitches, and then when it glitches, the time loses track, and then the score reverts back to an old score. So yeah, my apologies about that if it does happen. It's some sort of bug that's in the OBS system recently. It's been happening since Christmas or so. 19.2 seconds left to go. Hawks, far side of the floor, about to get the inbound. Celtics have committed 4 fouls. Hawks with 1. Both teams with 1 timeout remaining. 19.2 seconds left. Inbound goes all the way to the backcourt with Trey. Deflected off the fingertips of Pritchard. Gets sent right to Trae Young, though. Trey crosses midcourt. Trey bounce pass out to the corner. And Jaylen... that's Jalen Johnson who gets fouled with 12.5 seconds. So they'll be shooting free throws here at a bonus. 12.5 seconds left. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams. Does anybody want to win this game? Because the first free throw is no good at the line for Jalen Johnson. Celtics still with signs of life right now as Johnson missed the first one out of 2. Second free throw here for Jalen Johnson. No good. Around the rim and out. Offensive rebound, though. Controlled by Okongwu as Tatum was unable to box out Okongwu. 11 seconds left, and the Celtics have to give another foul. Tatum, Cada. Pritchard's too small in that case. Pritchard shouldn't be lining up next to Okongwu. What in the world is that there? Pritchard was lining up at the block next to Okongwu, and now they have Pritchard in the around midcourt for him. Okongwu shooting 2 at the line. First one is good. This game is going to hinge upon your team not boxing out. That's what it's going to come down to. Cada, Tatum, Pritchard unable to box out. I don't know why Pritchard was set up in the middle there. And the free throw is good again. 118-115. The best they can do is force overtime. Here we go. Tatum, far side of the floor, gonna force overtime. 10 seconds left to go. Hawks will pick up a foul, reaching in. That's their second of overtime. Check that. That's their 4th of overtime for Atlanta. So next time around, the Celtics will be in the bonus. 9.6 seconds left. Here we go. Drew Holiday comes back in the game. This is mind-boggling why Mazzulla has taken so long to get Drew Holiday back in the game. 9.6 seconds left. Drew Holiday finally checks in place of Cada. And Cada just... He's got 4 fouls for Cada tonight. Inbound from White goes to Holiday. Bounce pass over to Tatum. Elevates for the J. Tatum off the mark. No good. A rebound secured by Johnson. And Pritchard gives the foul as the Hawks will shoot more shots coming up at the free throw line. How is my take on Tatum tonight? You guys let me know out in the chat. Because he ain't getting it done in crunch time. He ain't getting it done tonight in crunch time. A 3 for the tie. He missed it. Missed the game-winning free throw. Missed the game-winning shot. How did Tatum do in overtime? What did Tatum do in overtime? He did nothing for scoring in overtime. No points in overtime. Multiple opportunities. First free throw is good at the line. 119-115. 4.3 seconds left. I mean, I tell it how it is. And Jason Tatum just doesn't have that cold-blooded motto out there that a lot of guys do that can get the game done. The three-point shot no good off the mark by Pritchard at the buzzer. And we close out, and this game goes final. 119-115. The Celtics led by 12. They couldn't seal the deal. An overtime victory for Atlanta. On night number 2 of a back-to-back for the Celtics. Jason Tatum finished with 23, but he did miss 14 shots from the floor on 7 for 21 shooting tonight. If you're a superstar, you gotta be a consistent superstar. And I'm gonna stand by my take there with Jason Tatum as just an overrated player for Tatum. That's one of the most overrated in the history of the NBA. Until you can win MVPs, he's won a championship, didn't win the MVP, didn't play much for Team USA. And then when the game's on the line tonight, you couldn't win the game. You couldn't hit a simple free throw to win this game. By the way, this is the same guy that scored 16 points against the Raptors on Wednesday. I tell it how it is. This guy does not look like he should be number 4 in the MVP odds. I'm going to stand by my take of Jason Tatum being one of the most overrated in the history of the NBA until he can make big-time shots to win games. Until he can get MVPs in the conference finals and the MVP finals. I don't mean NBA All-Star Game MVPs. Two for 9 from 3, 7 for 21 from the floor. I mean, I tell it how it is. And the first half, when that ball was moving, it stuck with Tatum. It became stuck with Tatum. He plays flat-footed a lot. Tough one here tonight. Jaylen Brown with 24 and 11. Also 8 assists tonight for Jaylen. Derek White, this is something he could really build upon tonight. He drilled 5 threes for White here in this one. 21 points tonight for Derek White. Pritchard finished with 20 in this game. Luke Cornett was a huge plus for him. 17 points for Cornett today. Got the starting center duties for this. But in the end, Trae Young got out to a slow start in this game. Finished with 28 tonight for Trae Young here. 23 by Dyson Daniels, 19 by Okongwu, 16 by DeAndre Hunter. Just unfortunate ending to this one here tonight. Thanks all for joining in, being a part in the stream for this one here. Really tough finish to this game here. And I just got to see more attacking the rim out of JT tonight. It's a lot of still ISO ball, one-on-one pull-up shots from the perimeter for him. 2 for 9 when it came down to 3-point shots today. That's very close to being 50-50 for shooting attempts between field goals from 2s and then 3s tonight that he had. 9 attempted 3s, and then he had 12 attempted 2s in this game there. I got to see him play this game more inside than outside for JT. Hopefully next one will be much better. I hope to be back on Monday. Celtics against Golden State. Really appreciate you guys for joining in tonight here. We're going to wrap up to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. We got Jason, Bradley, Warren, Kelly, I Am Ghost, the Naja Player, Asia, Ice Ice Baby, Katie Ogie, SGA Sports Talk Channel, Lonely Satellite, Michael, John, Norma, Jonathan, Guido, and Mark. Thanks all for joining in tonight for this one. The Hawks came back and they won it. Celtics led by 12, but unable to get it done tonight in this game. All the questionable coaching decisions out there. Drew Holiday, 30 minutes tonight. Payton Pritchard was played for 33 in this game. Kada got a lot of minutes late especially in overtime in place of Luke Cornett, who was excellent throughout this game with 17 points. He was the leading scorer throughout most of this game until Tatum and Brown and then White and eventually Pritchard surpassed him at one point here. But appreciate you guys for joining in. Big numbers tonight for this one. Have a nice Saturday night, everybody. Hawks win over the Celtics, 119-115, the final score.